stream up. I hope it does. I hope you didn't.
Hello and welcome to the Dumb4Real podcast. I'm joined with my co-podcasters. Is that what you say? Yeah.
Co-podders.
Co-podders. The Poddy, the Jason, the Ernest, and the Anthony. Welcome. The 40 just dropped. How are we feeling about everything, fellas?
Been a crazy season, really. It's been so close. Some of these positions of these players, I'm like, damn, like you're a bit lower than I thought you should be. But it's like the competition's just that strong now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty good.
We do have the creator himself with us. What was the overall vibe? Like every season, we always say like, "Oh, this season's so sacked, bro." Like this, dude, Victoria's at its prime. Like, how far off on the degree are we with that in this time around? You know?
Nah, this one's different, man.
Actually,
yeah.
Oh my
god, this is really, and this is really the first full season, like post lockdown. Like last season we had not last season, sorry. Last autumn was a full season. But people were still sort of just getting back into it, and like we all knew that it was going to sort of die off. Like it was only a matter of time before we went back into lockdown. So, yeah. This is really the first full season where like, and people from here on out are keen to improve and get better, like afterwards. Whereas last season, it finished, and it was kind of like, okay guys, back into hibernation. We've had our 3 months of fun.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, it's just the future, man. It's going on. So like, everyone's here. Like normally this inactive list is through the roof, but really it's just the same old sort of people who don't really go to many tournaments. So everyone rocked up, really.
We also had BAM. Like we had a major as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just a quick segue. Can you talk about BAM? Is that like in terms of the season, how much does that weigh?
The thing about BAM, right? So
And
if you
the
do,
pre-weeklies as well,
sorry.
and the pre-weeklies as well, because those are basically monthlies.
Well, the thing about BAM specifically is that if you do really well, it's like super good. But if you do really poorly, I don't think you can get shit on too much for it. Because if you do really well, it's a super stacked tournament, and you've proven that you're cut above the rest or whatever, like you get 25th or whatever, you're obviously very good.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you get 49th or 65th, or 97th in a few cases for people on the 40, and PR, to be honest,
yeah.
you can't really cop it that badly, to be honest, because you get 65th, and you probably lost to a fringe PR or a PR player.
Yeah.
In most cases. So, my case is the one that's not. I lost to it. 2 unranked players. Just
Hey man, he's pretty good. He beat Kool-Aid too.
Yeah, Plum. Dude, people were like, "Oh, you lost to Plump, dude," and I was like, "What do you mean? This guy's like a freak." No, first thing I said is, "Why is this guy playing Mega Man?"
Oh my god, he gave me the. Jason was like, asking me, he's like, bro, you gotta give me the tips, man. And I was like, he's got this.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, Mega Man tips, let's go!" Like, I'm comfortable against Mega Man. There's been like a good Mega Man at basically every iteration of Victoria's history.
Did you play Lucas?
And then I was like, "Oh, I'm Falco," and he's like, "Oh, Lucas," and I was like, "Oh, cool, man. That's really cool." So, he's too good.
Was he doing zero loops?
Oh, yeah, he's just running. He's running away. Yeah, but that's what you do with that character.
Jam save you.
Yeah. Jamwa probably beat my Falco, to be honest. Because Jamie doesn't really lose bad matchups like that. He's solid. But the problem is that he'll lose to, like, this is the DK thing, right? Like, he'll lose to DK. And Lucas obviously beats DK, but then he'll just turn around and go, "Oh, DK's top 7, and there's nothing Lucas can do." So that's where he moves it around a bit. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So anyway, you can't get shit on too hard, but you can get praised really well for doing well. To be honest,
Right.
It's similar to your we all get one rule of like you can cop a really bad one, but if you do,
I
it's
mean,
like
not
whatever.
really.
No, but it's like if you cop it like somewhat bad, it's whatever.
No, but the difference is that BAM is so big that like on paper getting 65th is like, you know, average or whatever.
You could have gotten 65th, losing to like 2 PR players that got upset. You know.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Beat lost to Jaeger, right? Who's like not bad, but then he lost to Sinewave, who's also like not a great loss, but remember he is also like quite
Also-
a respectable
Sunwave is also
player.
like question mark
Yeah,
because we don't know how good Singapore is, but
Yeah.
turns out Singapore is pretty good.
Yeah. Or
So
like
in a different world, if we know Singapore's pretty good, Sinewave's probably not seated that low, and then there you go. And you cop two bad. You could cop 2 bad matchups, especially. So like Pat did. Shoto's pretty bad for Falco, and Ness is also pretty free.
yeah.
So you cop 2 matchups, and maybe they have some experience, and you just fucking cop it, dude.
but that's not like a BAM exclusive thing. Matchups are like any tournament.
But the
you gotta cop
difference,
it.
but the
But it's
difference,
just that there's such a huge sample, so you
well,
can't.
the difference is that there's most states don't have VIC diversity though, where they have like 40 players, and the 39th best player in your state can give you legitimate matchup experience. Whereas like the 39th best player in Sydney, let's say they're a Rob, and that's your only Rob.
Yeah.
Safe to say that Sydney doesn't have much Rob experience in that example. So, yeah, and we do have Shotos, and we do have Nesses, but
We
it's
only really
just-
lack like a Pikachu and a. Oh no, sorry,
I don't even agree with that. Like,
no. You reckon?
yeah. I mean, we have
Higgins?
the best Pikachu in
yeah,
the
exactly.
country right here, mate. Like, what do you fucking want?
Wait, I hate you. Yeah, no ZSS. Yeah, but no one in
But
Australia
no,
really
no one
has.
has CSS. Yeah, so who cares?
Yeah,
No Steve.
well, there was no ZSS, and then that's why Joe was just shitting on Vic, and that's the same in Smash 4, to be honest, as well.
No,
Like
no Steve.
Joe did so well in Smash 4 against Victorians because we had no idea what was going on for a while.
Was
So
it
it
really
definitely
bad?
helps.
Jeez.
It was pretty like he would beat. Well, you think about like top Victorians in Smash 4 that would travel, and it was like Jono, me, Nick, and like Ignis was always consistent, and he shit on 3 of us.
Mm.
And the only reason he didn't shit on Jono is because Jono didn't really care about matchup and experience because he was ridiculously campy in that game.
Mm.
So he would just like burn you out slowly. So it didn't really matter.
I don't have ICs either. Which
Yeah, I
is-
mean that's
why-
super like.
yeah.
I mean, we did have ICs.
I guess like we
I
have
mean,
one.
Nate was like potential
Yeah,
top 40. Like
yeah,
that's what I was
no,
saying
but-
before. Like a top 40 player in Vic can give you like matchup experience like that.
but like we
And
don't
obviously
have
it's
that-
different.
We don't have that anymore.
Yeah, well, and I also made that argument that like Nate doesn't really help us to spammage because it's like a gap, but
But
still, I think ICs is not one of the ones that. Yeah, I think it's Zero Suit, and I think it's like.
We should get back on
Um,
topic. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
oh yeah, so I wanted to go through the whole 40, kind of
The
do what
whole-
Jason does, but now it's all 4 of us.
Actually, just one last question. Like, how do you weigh interstate people being interstate players and losing to them? Like, how's that weighed? Is it just like you just guess
just-
where they?
You just hope that they also have matchups against other players. Like, to be honest, one of the big ones was Luma
Yes, like,
because
how
he
does-
lost. He lost to
Yeah.
Victorians.
Yeah. Yep.
So you probably weigh Ernest beating Luma slightly less because, well, Tom can do it. So Ernest probably should be able to do it as well.
But then, does that mean when a Victorian...
It's still a good win, right? But, like,
Yes.
it's just, like, you weigh it a bit differently. And, like,
Like, but what would be more impressive, me beating Ernest or me beating Luma?
That's a good question. Probably,
Probably-
it has to be Luma, right?
it's Luma. It's Luma. Like, I look at... And that's the thing. Like, you look at... Let's say if Tom beat Ernest instead of... I was going to say Tom beat Ernest instead of Tom. Yes, P9 beat Ernest instead of Luma, then it would probably be less impressive on his resume. But That's why I said like it diminishes it slightly, but it's still like a very good win. So
Yeah,
I think Heaven also lost to a few people,
Jeans, yeah.
and so I was like, oh well, this like Jeans is a really good win. Fez is the other one. Like Fez just chopped every Victorian
Yeah.
fucking win. So
Yeah.
I was sort of like,
bit thin. So like,
yeah. She beat Bin as well. So it's like, I mean,
But that's the thing though. It's like these
so
PR
close.
players can like definitely beat people, but they're also chopping a bit. As
Yeah.
well. Because
And that's like the
Luma at EBS did really well. Like
that's literally the volatility of Vic. Like people look at Vic tournaments, and it's always been a bit like, oh my god, like this guy who like no one even fucking knows has like gotten 5th at this tournament. Well, I bet you if fucking PR players from every other state came down and lived here for a month, then they'd probably fucking chop some losses to Radio and Sandman as well.
yeah, Hydro Pimp takes all.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
He's too good. But what
yeah.
about in the context of like when me or Zav or Beat were at Sydney, right? Like, does that mean the same when, like, despite the difference in time period, right? Like, because, or even wait, was Queensland this season? No, it was the last season.
No.
Yeah.
Zach did very well in New South Wales.
Yeah. I mean, Zav's resume wasn't lacking. It was kind of that he was just losing to literally everybody, which also matters.
Cool.
But we'll get into that when we get to
Yeah.
that area.
So, number 40.
Sandman.
Why does Noops can't keep flashing on screen?
That's a Discord error.
Oh wait,
Cope.
it's like Macarp.
All right.
What is Whistle?
Oh fuck.
All right, yeah. Whistle. Dude, I was shocked to see Whistle's number 40. That is...
Hey, Chems, mate.
Oh, HM, sorry.
We've got HMs.
Let's hold our ground here.
Homer.
Dude, Homer.
Yeah,
That's
the
my guy.
doubters.
That's my
he
guy.
Gets, he gets the big HM.
Sunshine chopped this season because you get round robin. You have a lot of chances to beat people.
So good.
And yeah, he won a tournament. So
Homer. Wait, did he win?
he won a tournament, but it was like 6 people, so it didn't get on the Vic Hub.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if it's less than 8, I made a rule. If it's less than 8, then you don't get. It counts.
Yeah,
you don't get a post. You know what I mean?
Who were his go over his resume just real quick?
IB.
Come on, man. What do you think? I'm a fucking encyclopedia. Like,
come on, man.
yeah, IB.
I only
Harris,
expect the best from you.
a few others. I honestly, the thing about Homer, and this is probably the reason why he's off, is that he doesn't have much outside of Sunshine performances.
Yeah.
Kind of just chilling where he should be. Not really making many upsets, but like...
There's that no, like, big win for him to be like, yeah, I'm punching up, yeah.
Yeah, not really. Like, your big win is the top Sunshine players.
Generally, it's kind of like, I think you kind of can tell where someone is on the rankings based on where their peak performances are. If their peak performances like are like here, then and that's their peaks, then usually they are one tier below as a player. And so it's like if Homer's peak performances are like being IB.
Well, if you look at Homer, specifically, and you're like, oh, let's say Homer beats Scobo, and you're like, that's an upset. Then like he's below them, right?
No, but it's like a tier below is how I.
Yeah, exactly.
So he'd be like in the 40s, which is essentially where HM's is. Like,
well, like
let's be
okay,
real.
yeah, like I'm looking at this, and there's obviously no tiers on the thing, but like we took a few beats Scobo, you'd be like, all right,
yeah,
sure.
That's like
IB or Piggins beat Scobo, you'd probably be like, that's probably a bit of an upset, low key. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Princess beating you, Connor.
Look,
Yeah, Llewellyn basically did nothing all season and then had one good pixel, so he's been chopped.
That's crazy.
He beat Tim as well. I think
He beat Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 5th.
He got he basically got the early ultimate bracket.
It was
He
hard.
got you, me, and Tim.
We got a glance
That's
of
early pixel.
top 15
Holy.
Llewellyn once again before he disappeared. Who else? Vine Green?
Mothcoats.
Who did-
Yeah, Vine
Oh,
Green
yeah.
kind of
Vine
just
Green.
floated around.
Beat Zav as usual.
Zav win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Tim
Vine
win?
Green's the most
And that I
volatile.
think that's
He
literally
beat Tim. He beat Tim.
and Tim, yeah. So yeah, basically it was pretty close. Flying Green being 40, but the thing with Whistle, like he has the O2s, which were obviously taken into consideration. because that's the bulk of his attendance. But when he sweated out, like he was just too good, so I just chopped.
Yeah.
So, and even in that even in the 2 tournaments that he sweated out, I think his resume is probably slightly more impressive than Vine Green's. Like Vine Green has a Zav win, but like fucking join the club, man. Like honestly,
Dude, and Mothcoats. So how did this one happen?
I thought Mothcoats was gonna be on it. To be honest, like looking back, like when
He
the
was
season finished, I was like,
pretty well.
so does I. Probably like 38, 39, to be honest. And then beats a few people in 30 to 40, but like not really anything crazy. And I think he's
I know.
yeah, flow win. That's a
That's the
big
one.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just like sort of homering out,
Mm.
to be honest. But yeah.
What are you gonna do? All right. Oh my god, what's happened here?
Ernest,
Ernest?
What? Oh wait, that fucks it.
why did you do that?
Oh my gosh.
Does it fuck everything?
It does fuck
Yes.
everything.
Oh,
But why did you do it? What was the plan?
I was going to
We all
like
have it up.
show
okay?
show where we were up to for the viewers.
That's not how it works. Oh my gosh. All right.
Sorry.
Whistle. Number 40.
I mean, we just talked about Whistle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like Bam saved
Bam-
this one, right?
Bam was good.
Like
Wouldn't say saved,
he would not have been 40 if Bam
he's
probably
not.
not.
Yeah.
No.
but like this is just on par with his performance, I think, because he had the good EBS.
What did he do at
And I
EBS?
think he got he beat Sandman and he beat someone else, and then he lost to Psycho.
Oh, he lost to Psycho. That's right.
Yeah, but-
he went
Yeah.
by Bin, I think.
Yeah, and then he did very well against Bin.
Did he beat him?
No.
Oh,
17th. No, he got 20. I think he got 33rd at BAM, to be honest, or
No,
25th.
No,
was
he
25th.
lost to Jono. He lost to Jono and loses.
I know he lost to Jono, but he copped the Jaeger upset, and then he beat someone and loses.
I think he got 17th because I think he beat Radio for 25th. Radio.
No,
It was 17th, yeah.
he got 17th. Damn.
Yeah, which is insane.
Got what I got.
Yeah, lost to Puppet Jono. That's rough,
there you
actually.
go.
Damn.
I thought it was
I think
25th.
Whistle. I've had him for friendlies over and like.
I mean,
think it's
Whistle is better than this,
Yeah,
obviously.
I think Whistle's PR. I think Whistle's like PR. I think Whistle should be where I am probably. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, you always have like some people. You always have players who aren't taking 100%. So they could.
IB.
I mean, no, that's fake. Obviously,
It was for a while. For a
kind
while.
of.
He's coming back.
Fair enough. I mean, the thing is, he kind of binned out, right? IB. I mean, not to skip 10 spots, but like everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's playing Sheik." It's like kind of trolling. He just like wants to be cool, like fucking IB guy. But then like 6 months later, he's like actually
The
pulling
goat.
stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what everyone said about like Bin's Link.
Yeah.
They're like, man, this guy's playing Link. He just wants to be cool,
People don't
do his
have, like,
combos.
sense of time. That's really it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
McCarp.
Dude,
Dude.
I was surprised by how low he was. I thought he would be higher.
I want to be a little
He
bit.
he chops losses. He chops. He loses to, like he has a few like fourths and fifths at Sunshines. There are 12-man brackets, and you need to beat like. Yeah, I guess like I don't think he beat Corvid. Maybe he did.
No, he needs to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a few like shitter tournaments, but he has a flow win
Mag Mage.
and the maple win as well. But he did end up drowning. So
He beat Jeans as well. I remember.
a few good wins, but like
The flow win. The
rounds it
pop-ups.
out with like yeah. Your losses matter just as much as your wins, right? So that's you cop it a bit.
The BAM run. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
How
Maple.
good. Maple Mage.
Big
Yeah.
Maple Mage.
Dude.
It's funny because like I think you ask like 100 Victorians who wins that, and I think like 98 of them say that McCart would beat Maple Mage. To be honest.
I don't think you can say that because I just don't think people know Maple Mage like that well. He's kind
Yeah,
of like
I know.
Enigma.
That's exactly right. That's exactly why they would say.
Oh, that's what
I
you mean.
made a pre like BAM video, and I said like this actually has some upset potential when it did happen.
Damn,
Like he
interesting.
does have advantage state. He's pretty good.
Was
Who
it
did-
Sora or was it Zero Suit?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
It was Sora. So Mave Mage played Zero Suit in losers like forever.
Okay.
It was
That's kinda-
Sora.
That's troll, I think.
I
then.
feel like that's such a hard matchup for Puff.
Yeah, I feel like that's unplayable. Because you can't get edge guarded.
Yeah.
You also get big circle hitboxes out
Yeah,
of shield.
you have disjoint.
like,
you
but they're
have
like
out of
actually
shield.
good disjoints against Puff.
You have like decent kill power. I don't get how that's playable.
Macup the goat.
That's
Yeah.
I guess so.
Maple
Missile.
will beat Macabre any day except the 14th of May.
damn.
Anyway,
Yeah, Deku lost to Tree, and that looked fucking hard.
Yeah, I remember that upset at Sunshine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And no Deku on this list. Is that inactive? Or-
inactive. Yeah.
Maybe you should-
Three of you
I haven't read
guys
it.
are
Looks
fucking
slightly to the
pink
left.
on
There's actually
Twitch.
inactive players there.
Oh, sorry, man.
Unwinded, Hazex, and Macarp are all pink. It's fucking my eyes.
But you know what I'm really shocked about is
Yeah, man.
Easy Call actually.
Yeah.
Because
Nice
I thought
I
segue.
didn't think she was gonna be on.
look, I
So
knew
what-
I knew he had like a poor season, but like I still thought he was like 30 to 20 range.
Okay, so
But-
I feel like
I mean, that's just knowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
haven't
don't
actually
think-
looked at anything.
I
Like,
haven't.
obviously,
It's just
we think
vibes,
Isaiah's
right?
better than this. Yeah, exactly.
was
Yeah.
it really a poor season?
He was 21st.
For his standards, he was
He was
21st.
He was one spot below me last.
He's
season.
minus 17.
He
This
was
is the
gonna-
biggest drop.
I feel
on
like
the,
I kind
on
of
the list.
I feel like I kind of rejected it.
This season
know.
was the season he gets PR, man.
That sucks for you, man. Yeah.
I think he
Not
kind of
much
like,
going for him. Farmed a few
over-
sunshines and like top 8 at a few like temples and stuff. So like I chopped. Yeah.
He beat
Nothing much to
P9 in the
say.
last tournament. Like,
Yeah, I mean this guy will never lose to P9.
no,
Beat
like-
Kuragana Hammer at Bam.
Ah, I see.
He got a job, dude.
He
And
did.
it's I think it's like his second or first or second job ever.
Yeah,
So like
it's the job
you
debuff.
struggle when it's your first job, Moon. You don't know what to do. You're like, man, I just lost 20 hours of my week. What am I gonna do? I have no
Loki-
idea what to do.
Loki, I don't think that's it. I think he's just going through the motions. Like everyone that gets like.
I mean,
that
he didn't
really-
go to any tournaments for the
No,
first.
no. Like, hear me out. It's like anyone at that level, right? That's like making quick rises will get like a lucky season to get really high highs, but their actual true skill is like not there yet.
But the thing
And
is,
so when you play more seasons, it'll even out where you actually are. So you'll drop down.
is that,
Growing pains.
and Flo said this in chat, is that like he had like pretty crazy momentum coming into this season, and it just stopped because he didn't go to any tournaments for a month because
Yeah.
he started working.
That's true. He was like crazy good actually at the end of last season.
Maybe, but you don't like.
But it's obviously no one's saying like, oh, Easy Cole, if he goes to tournaments and starts like doing stuff, he's like top 20 or whatever. Like no one's saying that.
right.
But like obviously, and you can say this about a lot of the players here, but I think Easy Cole's different because he's like actually an ulti kid and like actually still playing. He's like better than 38th, right?
Yes.
So obviously, I think his season would go differently if he comes into it strong, like he was set up to.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes Lady Luck just doesn't smile. And,
Yeah, man.
That's true.
The thwack doesn't show up.
And to the Ignis Mario.
Guys,
Okay.
yeah. This should
Okay,
be
listen.
the same. Like,
Listen. So I've already copped it a bit. I will send screenshots of the render folders. There's one Palutena render. And I was completely fine with having double renders, but there's also one Wii Fit render. And you know what area cops it the changes the most throughout the week? It's 30 to 40, mate. And rotating this fucking Wii Fit render actually made me go crazy. Because these cunts are getting moved left, right, and center. And I said, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I had the palette render for Ignis. I said, you know what? No, he's getting the Mario. Like, he got 13th at the Rambat. That was basically all Mario. Like, Mario and Palu. So, like,
Mario.
fucking whatever, mate. So, yeah, look. And I knew that he, out of everyone on this list, like, Ignis cares the least about all this shit. So I was like, you know what? He can just cop the fucking Mario, mate. Whatever.
Nice.
It's funny because he's been on like this is probably like his 9th year on rankings. Like maybe
Yeah.
not 9, but like 8th. It's been so long, right? 2015, 14?
It was 2014. He started with Smash 4. So
Yeah.
almost 9 years.
9 years, dude.
Jesus.
That's a legacy. That's crazy.
That is
2015.
crazy.
Oh, no, 8 years.
8 years. Oh,
Yeah.
I think
One less-
Ignis
one less than
is
9.
still. I think Ignis is
three
really
less
good.
than 10.
Yeah,
Like-
Iggy is still really good. Like, he'll beat anyone on Fringe PR, like,
Yeah.
on a good day, so.
I had to reverse 3-0. That was like the scariest like set I've played in a while. I had to reverse 3-0. And he was like, actually, like, he was teaching me the ditto. Like, we played friendlies beforehand, and I was getting my ass beat. And, like I only won because I, like, made sure to dodge the places where he, like, beat me, essentially. Like, he was, like, probably up there in me at 60 every stock, and I was dying.
But will he beat Epic Cyborg though?
Who?
Fucking what cunt?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
The Steve player, man.
Dude, shut up.
Anyway.
You're done. But yeah,
He missed really
what
good.
happened? Did he just cop random losses? Despite,
I
like,
don't think he went. He didn't really go
he
to
just didn't-
anything.
Yeah.
He didn't do enough. That was.
I think his best win was me at the temple.
13th at
Yeah.
Rennie.
Yeah, got 13th at a Rennie, drowned at the BAM, didn't really do anything else. So, look,
I kind of feel like the 30s range is kind of like you get like pretty good sparks of like good stuff, but it's not enough to kind of like stack your resume. And then once you get into the 20s, it's like a lot more consistent of like people getting good stuff going for like more than like 1 or 2 tournaments. That's like my gut, at least.
Well, we have the 1 or 2 tournaments, like, bonanza in the next couple of people between, like, Slash, Static, Dan.
Alright, well,
Like,
what's
they're all,
what's
like,
Slash?
we
Slash.
had one
So what
or
is
2
Slash? I
bangers.
can't remember. So Slash beat
He had that one
Flo
EBS.
again.
Yeah.
Did we mention
Yeah.
Flo a lot? Flo's
Pretty
Flow,
strong start.
Flow is
Pretty strong
Flo
start.
chopped 30 to 40, and then Zav chopped everyone else, basically. So yeah, Slash was like, wins weren't like crazy, but like when he went to a tournament, he would like place. Other than the O2,
Yeah.
like he would beat who he has to get to like make his seed or like beat it.
He
So,
made it
like-
like, BAM as well. Like,
Yeah, he made out of pause a BAM.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Never does like 2 bet, like obviously the O2. We'll just ignore that. Everyone gets 1, mate. And so, yeah, other than that, like placed, basically, like well, made a seed, is obviously a top 40 player. So like, whack him on. And I think he's just like more. I think he actually, out of all these players, outside of maybe Rambo, like he's like the most consistent player in this 10, like,
Yeah.
this 30 to 40 range.
Alright.
I hope he hears this because I think he himself does not think that at all. Like, I think he freaks out a lot of the time about like his placings and stuff because it's like losing to like this person or that person.
Yeah, the thing, like you can make, like you can get to 9th at EBS and then you lose to someone else who's also having a run, and you're
Yeah.
like, man, I could have gotten 7th because I'm
Yeah.
better than this person. But really, like you're always the one that's getting to that spot.
Yeah, it's also
So,
like you can go O2 and stuff, but like you're not the only one that goes O2. You know, like
Yeah, I mean there are a few other. Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people shit the bed. It's fine.
Even, like Dia mentioned, like, Flo, Danko, and Shen are all really good wins. Like,
oh, Shen, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Get chopped.
like I always pay a Shane win, because yeah, he's really good.
He's a freak,
So yeah,
but he's not on this. Well, he's not even inactive.
he got
actually.
COVID. Yes, he did.
Wait,
Yes, he is.
I can't read.
Yeah, he's
No,
on
he
inactive.
is.
Shane's actually only not on this because he got COVID.
Oh, Malakov's inactive. Really?
Yeah, Malakov's inactive.
How
Needs
much?
like, well, Bam, Rambat,
He
One
needs some
that's-
weeklies.
and a Temple. That's like 53 or something. So you actually need like probably an EBS or like 2 more weeklies.
Damn.
It's rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
rough out here for the Warney boys, but it is what it is.
Move.
And yeah, Shane would have been on it, but he got COVID, so he didn't go to BAM.
Dude,
Zav Killer.
go game.
Yes.
My favorite.
Yeah,
The grind.
kind of the same as Slash, to be honest. Like these two are very similar.
Have some good
Yeah,
wins.
I don't know.
The thing about Static, right?
it's so weird because I always see him excel.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Top
The
eights.
thing about Static, and this is 100% fact. This guy gets like 5th at every pixel he goes to, or like top 8, and it's because it's a Monday night. No one's got the energy for it. I can't be fucked playing against you at a Monday night at this pixel. I'm gonna get drunk or whatever, and so he will chop the pixel. But the monthlies come around, the BAMs come around, dude, and everyone's set up the
Switched
day
on.
to play Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you fucking do the shit that you're doing to them. So he chops weeklies for sure, and like so a few sunshines as well. I think lacking lacking wins, based on what I remember.
It'd be
I think he has.
I remember because I was meant to play Jar. Instead
I
of
mean,
Jade.
he probably beat Zav.
He
did
did
beat
pretty.
Zav. He did.
He
There
did
you
pretty
go.
well at the pre-pixel. I mean,
Yeah.
the
The Monday Pixel. Yeah.
Monday one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because no one can be fucked, dude. I mean, and no shade to Goge, like that's his way he plays, man. But that's just how it goes, and that's probably where you do worse at monthlies because everyone's ready, everyone's more ready for your bullshit.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
I'm not ready for this next person though. Like,
One for
neither is
all.
Connor.
Damn.
Neither is
Cannot.
Connor.
Dude,
Oh,
Dan was actually so much higher on the first list
Wait,
Was
how
he?
high? Like 20s?
because you look at his spread, dude. And normally the thing with Dan, right, is that he has like 3 PR wins from a pixel or something, and then he just like loses to like
Whoever.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I actually looked at his stuff and I was like, Jura win? Beat win? I know the beat win was basically bullshit, but like you got to give it up.
That was
Anthony
the-
win.
that was
PR. That's a PR win at a monthly. That's fucking big. And then normally you're like, well, he has losses to fucking Frozone 047 or something like that.
Was the beat win Wolf?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But actually, I think his worst loss was like someone on HMs or something.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, dude, I think this guy's like 28th or 29th or something. But the thing is that he'd still lose to people on the 40, and so he'd get his like big upset and then instantly lose twice and get like 17th at a weekly or 30th at a weekly or something.
Crazy how.
And his one big weekly was at
The Pixel, right?
the Pixel. And he chopped 5th.
You beat
Yeah,
Cruz.
Gravity Pisky. And Pisky is like... Pisky's probably just... Pisky didn't really attend. But he's still like has...
He still got
It's
it.
really... Yeah, exactly. Like he's probably just outside HMs on this list. So these losses are fine. But I was like, yeah, placings don't really add up. Like you're not showing consistency. Which has always been... That's Dan's thing because he plays Little Mac and just the way he plays. But, I mean, 34th, bit of a return to form. So...
Dude, he's got a Connor win as well.
Dude, it was cool. Yeah, dude. Like, bunch of fucking...
P9
Just a
win as well.
bunch of wins, dude. Like, really, really good resume. But
Come on, guys.
Interstate Slay as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat Jodo.
Cruz is a. Good
Oh, you
one.
beat Woodkins at BAM.
Oh, he beat Wilkins' Bam as well.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Wait, Dan's got a resume.
yeah, dude.
But it goes to
was
show,
legit.
even with a resume like that, and you're getting 34th, like I feel like the bar for like what you have to get for a placing on a 40 is like gotten progressively higher.
I mean,
over
the thing
years.
is, especially with these people in like 30, 40 range, is that they'll have one of everything.
Yeah.
Not like that they'll have. So basically, you want like placings, wins, records, and so it's like consistency peaks. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, I'll read that later. Consistency peaks and like,
You need a lot, basically.
yeah, you need like, and someone from 30 to 40, they'll have something.
Yeah.
Of
Like,
this, right?
if you think
Like-
about it, right? Like, Skinny Pat is not on this, but you would, if I was like, oh, Skinny Pat's on the 40, you would be like, oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
But then you realize
exactly.
like he's not. You know?
And so like Dan has peaks, Gerge and Slash have like placing consistency. Ignis has like low key matchups around his area. Easy Call's kind of the same. Macabre has the placings at Sunshine.
Yeah. They only have one thing though.
Yeah, they only
Yeah.
have one, maybe two, right?
Yeah.
So like, and that's you keep going higher and higher and higher, and you realize that like
Everyone has it.
PR
yeah.
players now they have everything,
Yeah.
and it's just a matter of working out what you care about more.
Yeah. So Rambo as well. Breakout season. Number 33.
Let's
He's-
go.
About
he's
time.
not- This is his
Yeah,
first
dude.
time, right?
Yeah.
He's a new fella.
That time.
Been around for a couple
Um,
seasons, but this is the one.
Yeah, dude, just like fucking did stuff, man.
Finally made it.
Beat
Beat wins. Yeah, beat win.
Beat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rambo's
pretty
actually one of the.
huge
Rambo's
talk-
probably
huge
the
talk.
player in this like area who like has the most of everything. Like he didn't do shit. He has a PR win. He has a few top wins. Placings are generally pretty good. Yeah,
I just remember he goes
Scoring.
game 5. He goes game 5 or like last hit game 5, game 3 of everyone, but never like
He
managed to
went
win.
that
Game
one.
5 Nick.
It was one tournament where it was Temple. He had the chance to beat Nick and me
And
as
you,
well,
yeah,
and then it was like very close, but he just couldn't do it. So that could have elevated him like maybe like 5 spots, right?
yeah.
Maybe.
Pretty
It's
good.
just Zav, I actually know that he went very last hit was Zav game 3.
Like going all in at one tournament is pretty good because it proves like
he beat Connor as well.
you have the cojones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have the durability to make it through a bracket, and yeah. So getting like fourth at a temple or something, like if he pulled those off, would have been like pretty fun good.
Yeah.
We're in a world where he's 33rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do it, Bam, again? Drown.
Yeah, something average.
Yeah.
But like it's like whatever.
This next person did
Good stuff,
This
though,
next,
to Hayden.
Oh my god, bamboos.
The Bamboozler. Dude.
Oh, the bamboozler.
Oh, dude.
Dude, every time I put Harris like not like top 20, I'm
It's like
man,
something's wrong. Like,
something's up, man. This guy's so good.
he did well at Bam. That's
Yeah.
like what I
dude,
remember.
he drowned someone, and I was like
He did
laughing.
what?
He beat
Okay.
Pac-Man Slayer. That's what he was.
So during Bam Week, he beat like every good Perth player. Even though like all these matchups are like minus fucking 10, like Pac-Man and Rosa and shit.
They're like fake minus.
No, they're not.
No,
No,
that
it's-
sucks,
it's-
man.
it's
Come on.
actually-
No,
fake.
not those ones. No, not those ones. There is no volatility. Pac-Man's not light, and Rosa can't be touched. There's no volatility.
Sure.
I'm being straight up.
I'll
Like,
give it up for Rosa.
I actually, dude, I played DK into Dens. Dens actually hadn't been to a tournament in like 3 years,
I'll give it up for Rosa. I'll give it
and I
up.
got my ass 3 stocked. Also,
No,
Pac-Man
Den's the
can't
goat.
be touched, and he's like not. He's not susceptible to dying early. Like, no, man, these aren't fake. These aren't the fake ones.
All
The
right.
fake ones are like Fox and Pikachu and shit. I get
Yeah.
Pikachu's fake. All right.
And
Yo,
then
Was a bit long 'cause-
had an okay temple, and then good Bam, and then like a few Sunshine wins because he's like better than all the Sunshine players basically.
So what will put him at 32?
enough to get by.
Well, he drowned. Didn't really have much else after that.
He lost to MGK. I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, he drowned. I
no.
remember.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Is that his worst loss?
Maybe another one. I'm not sure, but it's around that area. Yeah, and like normally one for big upsets, but like not really many wins.
Like, his best win would probably be you, right?
Probably Terrarian. No,
Oh,
Terrarian.
Terrarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrarian's pretty nuts.
I think Terrain or T yeah.
So when your best winners from like out of state, it's probably like saying.
Did he
a bit
beat
much.
Teehee as well?
Did he beat every? Yeah, he beat them all, dude.
Dude, you can't mash out of the Joy-Cons in DK.
Beat Luna?
No.
No,
Okay.
but he might, because that's a fake -3.
Yeah, no, I'll give it up. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Bro, Hikaru counterpicks Palutinas with Donkey Kong.
That's what I'm
true.
saying, dude. It's just like, yeah,
Up air, dude.
I was picking DK into like Luigi and Pikachu and stuff, and like Palutena,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
and it's like, if you just like
Just
have a
mash
bit
it.
of a head, like you can,
Yeah,
it's
please.
doable, dude.
Hey, if you just get a little bit of anus in you, you'll figure it out.
No, Anus actually got fucked in like brutal matchups.
Oh, okay.
They just play
Anus's
Fox.
thing was, dude, he was just like, yeah, because he's a counter picker, right? So if he like
Mega
got
Man.
like fucking 3 stocks, he would just swap to Mega Man or something. So
All right, enough about people that don't matter.
Piggins.
Piggins.
speaking
Hey.
of people that don't matter, dude,
Come on.
That's so rough, bro. Come on. That's Anthony's hero.
Dude, this could have been.
No, this is Jason's turn to get fucked by Piggins this season.
There was a moment in time where I genuinely thought Piggins was about to beat Shmoo. It was, man,
What?
what a time.
he would have.
When
Yeah,
was
dude,
this?
he was gonna win.
It was
at,
game 3 last hit, Sunshine.
Yeah, at the
Sunshine.
Salty Suite.
Yeah.
Oh. Was it Pikachu did it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Piggins beat Jason. So Jason's
and then
chopped.
Bradley.
And Bradley.
Oh. And
Yeah.
Bradley. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. That's crazy.
I remember Jason being like, this was a 1-game set or something like that.
No. That was at. So he's actually 2-0 on me. So
Oh, really?
the best of one was at Temple. Was at Pixel, and then the next set was like, Pickens broke his A button or something. Fucking, yeah, not playable. But the best of one was at Pixel.
Why did you guys play a best of one?
Because so I giga fucked him game 1. Actually, wasn't close. Better player, all that jazz. Game 2, I died at 0. Actually, like 3 times in a row.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't actually a best of one.
Well, it was because then he won the next game and he wins a set. But game 2 doesn't count. So he won 1 game and then he won the set. So it's a best of 1, isn't
But
it?
honestly,
It'll stop counting when you start 0 did that thing.
Piggins is like
I'm an honest Pikachu.
Oh my.
Piggins is
yeah.
the guy I fear because like every time I play him, his advantage state gets that little bit better. And it's like, oh man, like
He's got
this-
the neutral down.
it
That's
feels
the
like
thing.
playing against
Yeah.
radio. It's like I could just get turbo fucked if I don't know what I'm doing on a certain
That's
day.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel the opposite. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel
I think it's opposite.
That's crazy.
He's
He's
just
just-
opposite.
No, he's a Scobo of Pikachu, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Whereas like he's not gonna.
Wait,
body
what
you
about
too hard
Murray?
If he wins, what?
what about Murray?
Murray?
Merc.
I mean, not to be completely out of line, but he might just be the Merc of Pikachu, dude. Like, what do you fucking want from me, dude?
The ultimate Pickens combo to me once. He got legit 40%. He like pushed me to the edge of the PS2 platform and just did 20 jabs in a row. And then that was a combo. That's a
I feel like
40%
I
combo
feel
right
like Piggins is more so of like a I don't go for like true stuff. I just like try to like read you with something
Yeah.
custom, and then I just like beat you. I think Murray is more in line with like radio, where he will go for like the more
Interesting.
precise stuff.
It's very hard to play perfect versus Piggins. And that's why I struggle. Like
Piggins
I
kind
can't-
of he's very willing to like go.
Oh, he
for,
doesn't
like,
drop stuff either, to be honest. He's very
Really?
clean with it. Like, when he wants to do something, he'll do it.
Yeah,
So-
it's a matter of what he decides to go for. Like he won't always go for like the technical hard stuff.
But I
Yes.
feel like I am dying at like 150 every stock versus Piggins.
yeah.
150, 160. Like,
That's
I'm getting
fair,
up thrown or I'm getting fed or something. So,
That's all you
The,
need.
the thing with all these Pikachus is that they've got like the Pikachu brain rot. It's like when they've been hit twice in disadvantage, they're like, all right, enough of this. I'm gonna just fucking quick attack through you, and they all do it. And then sometimes you parry that one after they get that moment, and it's like the stock's over, because then they just like forget how to play disadvantage.
And it's
But,
like multi hits as well. Just expecting people to like mess up around it. I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made it up pause a BAM as well, so he's good. Yeah, he's
Plus
pretty
one,
good
baby,
games.
plus
Yep.
one.
Wait, who'd he beat?
it is +1. I did fuck it. I guess I just didn't change the symbol.
She'll be right.
Alright.
Philip.
Yeah.
Sick Sheik render, by the way. Really cool Sheik render.
I love IB.
There's
I
only
love-
one.
I love- I
There's
love
only one
Bobby as
chick
well.
render, so it wasn't
It's
up to me.
sick.
So what did I beat? He
What did he do?
beat Connor.
Oh.
He beat Dura. He beat Dura monthly. That's
Yeah.
right.
No,
Big Jordan
dude.
monthly, beat
he
7
beat-
a monthly.
He beat Seb. That
Seb!
was huge. I watched
Yeah,
that.
he beat Seb
I
as
watched
well.
that. It
I
was
remember that.
massive. This was when Seb drowned because he lost to Cookie Zach.
Oh my god,
IB.
Seb drowned.
And
Yeah.
like, IB beat Saber. All of a sudden, like he didn't. But like, if IB beat Saber, that's 5th at a monthly, over like Seb and Saber.
Yeah, that's
Dura at a
insane.
monthly.
Very good.
Few Sunshine wins. Back and forth with Harris low key. So, yeah, man. Doesn't really drop to people. Like he's gotten too clean now. He's not going to lose to like. He's not going to like have someone live to 180 and then just like fucking die
No.
because he's gotten a bit too clean with it. So
He's gotten very
it's
clean.
It's scary now.
Needle confirms. Oh mate.
Yeah, he fucked you in that combo video.
Dude,
That
he
was-
apparently he doesn't even have a Switch. Like he just only
Yeah.
plays at tournaments. Like he's
Plays-
earling out. Isn't that what happened in Smash 4 days?
That's what happened in Ultimate.
Smash 4. Well,
Oh.
I made PR without a console.
That's fucked up.
Hey,
And
I
Earl also didn't have a
made
console
I
for a
made
long time.
40 without a console, guys.
You guys didn't have Wii U's? What?
Why would you get a Wii U?
No, I was just a kid, man. I couldn't afford a Wii U. I had to get it for Christmas.
I went to Pixel.
I got one.
Oh, I had a 3DS. I practiced on a 3DS, but
I got it cheap off Gumtree.
Fair
Um,
enough. Anyway, the guy's a freak.
Anyway, yeah.
He's such
IB's
a freak. Like
Sheik's really good.
I hate him.
He does VOD analysis and stuff, so it's not like he's like abandoned the game. Like he actually cares about the game, but it's just like, oh, well, I gave my Switch to like my little brother, so it's like I can't practice. But then I was like, oh, don't you want to practice your combos? And he's like, I don't need to practice the combos, man. It's Sheik.
Just
It
do
just
it.
does itself.
It
And I was like, yeah, that's actually the truth, by the way. But people won't know. He's good. He's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Fuck him. Speaking of being good,
Speaking of fuck 'em.
dude, this I hate Luigi so much, dude. Holy fuck, we should
Yeah,
remove
I've
this
never
character.
like you need to stop freaking out when you like get touched by Luigi.
It's
you,
so
like-
lost though, because as soon as like you just die at like 10 every time if they're good.
I don't think
right?
you've actually SDI'd like ever.
I try.
I don't think you.
I just don't think I'm very good.
No, but I don't think. I don't. There's a difference between like doing the literal motions of SDIing and knowing what you're doing. Like I don't think you actually know what you're doing.
Yo, wiggle that stick. Yeah, baby. Fuck yeah.
Like
It's so bullshit there, because
You're
if the
kind of-
Luigi is
you're-
good enough,
But you can't just Baron
would just
on your
die.
controller, dude. You have to like.
I feel like you're doing
purpose to your
I feel
stick
like
movement.
you're doing jazzy, where you just
Yeah.
like
It's the Baron SDI, dude, where they just fucking freak out on their controller.
Yeah, I
and
think
hope
that's
you
actually what
fucking
you're
drop it.
doing. And then you get hit, and then your whole entire being like does like a,
but it's over there.
you like actually turn into Anthony for a bit, and it's like embarrassing. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but it's like
You got-
sometimes you just get 0 to death, and it happens, right?
Yeah, it sucks.
And
obviously.
if it happens
you gotta give
twice
up.
in a game, then it's like,
No, dude.
okay, like,
It's not happening twice.
I guess
If it
I
happens
won't
twice,
spare spare on your
you be-
shield.
if it happens twice, it means you've been grabbed at 0 twice.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you should know better.
Yeah,
though,
but
like-
okay, but like,
watch
you've
back
been
the set.
playing. You've been playing Smash for like
Dude,
this long, right? You
Luigi,
should know better.
Luigi is playing neutral while the opponent is at 0. What is he looking for,
Yeah, but it's like, dude, there's so many other factors. Like, oh,
dude? But the thing is that the thing is,
hit by everything else.
Luigi can't even shield grab you, so it's all fake
no,
anyway.
they win the
So,
RPS. It happens. Like
what
sometimes,
RPS?
well, like I'll like
You're in the
space
air.
a fair on shield, and I like spot dodge.
And then what?
I'll spot dodge.
Why are you supposed just leave?
I can't dash back.
Just jump away. What's he gonna do?
Dude, oh man, this is crazy.
I could probably jump away.
Oh, we've solved the boys. Hey, it's solved.
Let's talk
We're
about
close.
solves.
You never, you haven't thought of.
I have.
You and Ant-
Fuck you.
how have you never? How have you not considered the possibility of doing a move and then not shielding? Then
Also, you know what's
No,
crazy?
wait.
You could actually do a jump. Right? You could like jump at him like you're gonna do a move.
The short hop
And
also
then-
gets
No,
hit by
listen.
grab. All right, yeah. go on.
Listen, and then you could just like not do a move, and then you could jump away, and then he has to do something.
I will show
also-
you.
Because like you can't sit there standing in shield because then you look dumb as shit, dude.
yeah, but it's just like your
Dude.
it's Rob all over again. It's
Okay,
2019
listen,
where
but-
everyone's getting hit by like Z drop Nair off the.
The
Angel
most
platform.
annoying part about this is that you're literally talking to two people. Anthony's probably good against Luigi as well. You're talking
yeah.
to two people. Ernest reverse 3-0'd this guy, and I can't pick with DK.
I've been
Like
with
there
him.
are ways around the fucking Luigi's fucking grab.
And you
dude.
know what
Like,
it is? It's Game & Watch.
Oh my god.
This is why you'll never be a Dark Souls player. You just don't get it. You don't have the tenacity to keep going through. You'll be Anthony. You'll be stuck on one boss forever.
And also, the funniest part was when Pat was fighting him at EBS, and he
Oh
got
my
zero to,
God,
he got zero to, he got 0 to death the first 10 seconds of that game, and
Connor was like,
and
it's over.
Connor's like, it's literally over.
It was
and I was
over
like,
though,
dude.
No,
Me,
Jason,
Pat Elliott, dude, does not
Jason,
care
we were
about a fucking
both-
stock deficit.
we were both on the comms desk looking at each other. And we're like, dude, like Pat's not you, bro. There's a diff
Yeah,
here.
and then he won the set, and then we're like, Connor just loses if he gets 0 to death like that. Like, that's crazy.
It's
off
over,
a jab.
It's so dumb. Anyway, other than skewed risk
so
reward, We Toxic Few, Thomas has
Yep.
actually had a pretty good season, I reckon.
Yeah,
Right?
He's beat Flo again. I'm
Beat
just gonna keep
Flo.
saying his name.
I
But who
think
else did he beat? Like, I
Wait,
actually
so
don't know.
I think We Toxic Fuse a bit like Rambo, where he actually just got stiffed a fair few times. Like he had some really close encounters. Like he could have beaten Beat, which is like
Mhm.
what 7th
Beat-
on
beat
PR.
you.
I mean, Jason.
Could have beaten
Jason.
me. Could have been in Jason, right? And these are like not like could have Copian. They're like very very
Game
could have,
5.
right?
Last
Yeah,
hit,
exactly.
basically.
Exactly right.
Well, mine wasn't last hit, but like game 4 was last hit, and he was up 2-1. So give it up.
Close enough for it to be a possibility.
Yeah, like a
And he
like
actually-
flip an interaction one way, and then the set's over.
Yeah, and you can tell he knows it too, because he's like kicking himself afterwards, right? But it's just like it's fine. Like you're just going through the growing pains of like mid level to like getting higher. So Like he's on the right track. It's really,
He's starting
really
to have good records versus like high, like he's 2-0 at least on Yukon, right? This season.
I think like 3-0, yeah.
3-0. Okay, so against number 16, like 3-0. That's like very.
Well,
that's
this
really
is
good.
like you and Piggins like last season. It's just
Yeah.
like my kryptonite.
And
You,
it's-
got,
he
you
has-
gotta
he-
fucking. You always gotta
got-
bring the other dude down, dude. When you're fucking getting shit on. Nice, Connor.
Obviously,
What?
I beat Piggins. I beat Piggins last season as well. But he's got more dominant records than just Connor. He's beat Tim. I think he's beat Tim twice.
I think he's got a positive record on Tom as well. To be honest,
And we toxic. Yeah,
maybe
and
like
on
3-2 or something. I think
Yeah.
they play a bunch.
Flo? Did
Yeah,
we
he-
mention Flo?
Yes, he beat Flo.
Is it positive?
Probably
Oh.
1-0.
That's hype. Did he beat? How did he go in the interstate?
He did terrible, man.
Oh.
He lost to me and Nova.
He lost to.
Oh, you
Nova.
lost in Nova. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's. I mean, that's a rough cop to be honest. That's a
Yeah.
bad matchup, and Nova's not bad.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of like a deceiving one because it's like, I lost this unranked player, but then like you don't really know that like this person is not bad at all. So it's kind of like when like if One4All was like a kid and he loses to like Gravity and it's like fuck man, but it's like yeah, sometimes you just get one of those losses. It's fine.
Anyway, yeah.
All right, that's enough
Good
about.
stuff, Thomas. You're on the grind.
Luigi-
He's on the grind as well. Like
Luigi
always
cringe,
out
right?
for the VOD analysis. So
Don't you flip flop, you fucking dribbler.
I give it
Hey,
up.
he's trying to be better.
I give it up. Anyway, Wash. Another dude. Wait, it's the four horsemen back to back.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean they clump together because they're also similar in skill, right? So it's the 4 Wi-Fi kids.
Wash
Well, 26
is very impressive for like switching mains and still like basically retaining almost his
Well,
spot.
This wasn't a switch.
Okay, let's be real.
Okay,
Snake was his best character.
that's disingenuous to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think Snake was his best character, but
I think so.
He always had
played
it.
Snake. He played Snake already.
I know he played it, but okay, let's say I've always had Aegis, and if I get 14th next season, I'm gonna be fucking happy.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but you always had an Aegis.
Yeah, but like the actual balls should never go back to your app. You know your.
I mean, I'll give that up.
Hey, hey,
I'll give
Anthony.
it up.
What are you doing tomorrow, buddy?
Right, doesn't. who
Well,
cares?
I mean, like we all know, you don't
it
have
hasn't come yet.
you don't have a spine, Anthony. It's fine.
Yeah, it hasn't
right?
come yet.
So
But
he's
anyway,
just different. He's my son. It makes
your brother.
sense. Yeah,
Brother, Dad's the father.
Spartans are born Spartans, bro.
And someone said this in a chat somewhere. I can't recall, but like, there's like basically 4 new players above him. So it's not even that much of a drop. Because you have Jeans who finally went to tournaments. You had Saber who came back. Strix came back.
It's like a fake drop because
And
you can't
exactly,
treat it like
yeah.
a drop when it's like the previous ranking was easier than this ranking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like
It's
28
not- it's
on
not a
this
drop-
is probably
it's not a
more
drop at
impressive
all.
than 26 on the last one. So
yeah.
Yep.
He was also really close, not really close, but he was game 3 with Inzi as well at Sunshine.
And he beat Saber, right?
He beat Saber. Yeah, he got pretty well at
Wait.
Sunshine. But just imagine if he beat Inzi, right? Like that could have been huge.
dude, showcase power creep. I love that. That's so good.
Yeah,
That's all it is, man.
Not really good.
He
really
beat,
good
beat
band.
Flo to make it. He beat Flo to make it out.
Dude, Flo,
Winner's
that was.
side.
Oh, I watched that one actually.
We keep saying Flo's name.
Dude,
Dude, I
Flo's
think-
copped so
Dude,
much.
wait, what the fuck, dude? Actually, crazy how many flow, dude. And PR panel chop flow because, like, yeah, I was too inconsistent. What a fucking bit. I've been done in. I reckon. I didn't realize how many flow losses there are, dude. What the fuck?
Bro, Flo cannot beat Snake.
Unfortunate.
Unreal.
I
Oh.
can't imagine Flo like looking at his bracket and seeing Wash. You're like, man.
Laughing Octopus cannot beat.
Well,
Solid
Wash
Snake.
Cop, Wash. There was something there. Jaws DQ.
Yeah.
There's got COVID, and so Wash Cop flow.
To be fair, like you still
Well,
give that up because
yeah,
that's still a
keep
PR.
it going.
That's
Yeah.
still PR.
Yeah,
win to make
obviously.
it out, right?
Obviously,
Yeah.
but it's a lot easier when you have one PR player to go through instead of 2.
What? Oh, did he have to go through both of them then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he had to fight Jaws, and if he beat Jaws, he fights
It
Flo.
was gonna be Flo Jaws to make it out.
okay.
Because he's
yeah,
a 7th
yeah, yeah.
seed.
I,
Yeah,
I, I
yeah.
thought it was like like he fights one or the other.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, he's pretty good.
I believe in Wash to climb even higher. same could be said about the rest of the players that we're about to talk
Oh my
about.
god.
Yeah,
Dude,
good luck trying.
from
Good luck trying to make a read on this one.
The-
Yeah,
the brothers.
Flush could go
The-
over, so
The brothers.
the brothers are here.
Cookie Zach.
All right, any
Instant
reason
king.
why one over the other?
Uh,
I need a piss.
Cookie Zach had like 2 good tournaments and like a bunch of average.
Yeah.
It was a Sunshine and Bam.
Yeah.
Scobo also has a peak, which is arguably like Luco wins really good, but
Yeah.
two wins on Zav and getting second at that Temple is arguably more impressive just because of how deep
Really?
you go into a bracket. Arguably, I think
I
I
was
was
a bit Seb Pro, remember as well. Like,
yes. But these are 2 tournaments, and Scobo is like more consistent throughout the entire season. Like at the Cookie Zach got 9th at that tournament at the Sunshine, and Scobo, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head, probably got 13th or something.
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Cookie Zach has like higher peaks, but Scobo is more well-rounded.
But Scobo still has peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I pay that, right? I'm just saying, like, because he made it out winner's side in BAM.
Oh,
did he?
and the head-to-head.
Cookie
as
Zach?
well.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Cookie Zach
you
was
know?
losers. Scobo drowned.
Oh no, he lost to Finn. He lost to Finn. And
Yeah.
then he beat like a bunch of people, right?
He beat Nikes and then beat someone and beat Luco.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's
I thought he
insane.
beat 2 PRs to make it out. But...
Actually, he might have beat Piggins, I think.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Also
this-
to be honest, this whole group is close.
Yeah.
20 like the 4
Scobo
children.
beat me as well.
Oh, monthly
Okay.
top 8 as well. Damn. But yeah, Cookie Zach with the insane upsets. Oh my gosh, the Deku clip is like embedded in my mind, as well as the He did the same thing to fucking Luco.
Yeah.
What a menace. I love it.
But yeah,
Yeah, all 4 of these guys are pretty close.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Dude,
It's whatever.
I'm just
It's
so
a bit of-
happy that like I wouldn't like I didn't hear about these guys from Wi-Fi, but like they've kind of just spawned into VIC, and now we have like some future like PR contenders in the group. Like it keeps on adding. Like we're about like what 3 or 4 years into the game now, like, and we're still getting like random spawns of like,
there's no way Ernest is just allowed to leave.
hey man, I don't make the rules.
What?
I'm just sitting here starving. I would leave to go get some fucking order some food and go to the
I'm
door
down
and
to
pick it
order
up.
some food, yeah.
Come on, man. No,
No.
we're already we're almost halfway.
But all I'm saying is like I'm glad we have such new and really good talent coming into the scene, because this is their first season, right? Or second?
It's talent. The difference between this
They
and
got head
Smash
champions
4,
last season.
the difference is that it's talent that cares.
Talent that cares, yeah.
Smash 4 was like you'd have a dude rock up and they'd be really good.
But
But
then
they're just chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, they're gone the next season. So you have
What
to
are
have
we up
people
to,
who are
boys?
rocking up.
Oh, sorry.
You have people that are rocking up, and it's just like, oh, I'm good, and also I care about like improving. And this is like why this has only happened because of lockdown, and because of the whole Wi-Fi scene developing.
Who are we talking about?
Cookie Zach
Just
is-
all 4 of these
Yeah.
idiots.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's super sick, and like the coolest part is that like Wi-Fi scene has like died down considerably, but like there are still players who are gonna rock up, and there are even players who like are too young still,
Mm.
and aren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, man,
I think the cool
all I'm
thing
saying
about
is, yo,
Well, that's
Malakoff turns 20 and moves to Melbourne. Like, we're all done.
we're all
man.
done. That's what I'm
That's
saying
what I'm
as well. It's like the fact like Wi-Fi's died down, but we've kind of like reaped the remains from it. Like we've gained from people just
Yeah.
transitioning over, right? So
Yeah, dude. And like,
cool thing is that these guys aren't like fuckwits either, you know. So that's cool. We don't have like annoying fuckwit.
the thing
kids.
is that like they play online because of their situation, but like, I mean, obviously offline is just better. You have more control of your character, so they get it. They got a taste for it, and
now you're addicted.
they're not. Yeah, now you're not leaving.
Now I'll see you
you're here.
tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they got the job interview. and
We
now
have
they're in the
we have a
9-5.
we have a question from Dean SSB in the Twitch chat. I don't know if you see that one, Ernest. Could you give that one an answer for me?
Oh, I really hate. I don't like. Wait, Dean,
Just like-
can you give me a link to the Wi-Fi PR, and then I'll mention you.
Dude, that would actually be some drama if you drop some
Could
names.
check,
You stole my swag,
dude. All the Trumpers. You hate all the Trumpers, dude.
bro. We were watching a Smash 4 video, and then Connor's like, "Oh, Trump, he did that. That's him. That's the thing." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna stab him."
All right.
Dude,
Anyway,
person.
Cookies
for
that's
again.
top.
after the Skogoat. Oh
Bro
wait.
won. Fuck that guy.
What?
I hate him.
How do you hate Bro One?
Wi-Fi kid. Don't like him.
What?
Anyways,
Bro's so nice.
Talk about one of my goats next.
keep going.
All right. Yeah. So we're done with Skogoat. Now we're on to the real goat. Okay.
Wood goat.
Root goat.
Goatkins.
Goatkins.
dude,
Dude.
Goatkid sounds like a fusion Dragon Ball Z character.
Goatkin. Goatkin sounds like a type of NPC in Elden Ring. Goatkin duo.
But Woods.
He's so
I feel
good.
like Wood. He. I can't remember much of him besides the second the tragic pixel that just
Yeah,
happened.
dude.
ST.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing, like, chopping that win probably bumps him up considerably because winning a tournament is different
Get
to
a
doing
second.
well.
Yeah.
Like second and third. There's actually like a fucking gap.
I wouldn't
Is that why?
understand.
Is that why Flo's goated?
That's why
Or
Flo's, like,
goated,
higher.
but,
That's why
he's-
Flo's higher,
he's been chopped to high spot.
Well, that's basically the only reason I'm even fucking PR'd, right? Is because I've won 3 of these bad boys. So without that, I'm just fucking dunzoed, man. So winning tournaments, especially over good players, matters. So Wood gets chopped if he wins that. But people thought Wood was going to be higher. It's a bit of recency bias because he did pop off the last like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
nah.
The
Like, I
invitational
think-
as well. Does that really count? Probably not.
No.
No, as in
does
no,
not count.
You said
I-
the Shadow Temple should it count? He
no,
beat
no,
my
no, no,
Pikachu.
no, no. As like
He reversed my Pikachu in Grands, mate.
for the recency bias, like, oh, well, we run a tournament, and then the pixel after
No,
that. It's like,
I always thought this because he was doing really well even in mid-season. Like
He was
beat
doing
me.
fine.
He beat me, and then which was like, I 3-0'd him at EBS, right? And I was like, okay, this is like
Oh, he beat Bradley. He beat Bradley that one.
this is
tournament
solved.
as well.
Yeah, and then he beat Bradley as well, and then he beat me, and I was like, okay, this guy's just like clearly getting better still. So I always knew he was like really, really good.
Like every single person we've like mentioned so far, like from like top 30, has like all these caliber of wins, right?
yeah,
It's not enough anymore. So
yeah. Well, I just remember, like, in Smash 4 days, if you got like a really big win, or you made it out of pools, at,
you're like top 30, dude.
yeah,
You make it out of pools at a roundabout in Smash 4, you were top 30.
your shit hot.
No, I wasn't, bro. Come on, dude. I was top 40.
Who's losing to L, dude?
Come on. Revax was actually.
Have you seen that clip, Anthony? I'll show you that clip after the
No.
podcast.
No.
It's like Tom and Jazzy on commentary, and Tom's like, "Oh, Ernest chopped because like he made it out. He like beat someone." And Jazzy's like drunk on comms, and he's like, "Who's losing to L? Who's out here losing to L? What's going on?
That's so sad.
I'm gonna smack them up." if they're
I never
losing to L."
beat Jazzy in Smash 4.
That's sick. But yeah,
He was too good.
Woot is on the up. Although he's been fluctuating a lot between past seasons.
He did
honestly.
tell. He did
This
pretty
is-
bad at BAM.
This is the thing, dude, with this area. Like, Wood is the biggest offender of this. He'll be 16th, then he'll be 26th, then he'll be 18th, then he'll be 27th, then he'll be HMs on a PR.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just get the wins that season, and sometimes you don't. So, like, Woodkins gets 9th at a roundabout. Woodkins gets 9th tomorrow, or even top 8s. No one's going to be like, oh, man, that's completely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's like, obviously, that can happen. But, like, Woodkins gets 25th. You're also like, oh, it's a bit of an underperformance, but, like, that's just how it goes, man. And sometimes, like, some months you hit it, and sometimes you don't. losing a best of 3 for 17th to someone in this area is like fucking sue me, dude.
Yeah. What do
Like
you want?
Wookens versus Sandman for 17th. That's probably a matchup that's possible.
Yeah.
Fucking coin flip.
True.
That's how it be.
That's how it goes. Radio.
Also,
Yeah, I didn't
another
think
band performer.
Radio was going to be this high.
Yeah.
Because I knew he did well at BAM, and I was like, oh, he's on the radar. But he actually has like top 8s every pixel he goes to. He has like a bunch of wins.
Yes. Yeah.
I think he got 9th at that Rambat as well.
Yeah, he lost to me and loses.
Yeah. Good running. Damn, man.
And then he beat like Teehee and he beat T at BAM.
He beat Baked Goods.
Baked
at
Goods.
BAM.
Treat, yes.
Yeah. Good win, honestly. Not the best matchup, but
It's
like
a top five Queensland.
Yeah.
Is he
Win.
top 5?
He's 5th.
Oh, 6.
That's
No, I think he's 5th, mate.
No, Jaws is 5th.
Jaws
Somewhere
is
there.
5th, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or
Doesn't
just
matter.
DQ'd, so that's a top 5 win. So
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Good one.
thanks, mate.
He's like, dude.
I don't think he has lows either, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Not really.
Yeah, that's
He didn't attend that much this season. I don't know. I saw him in like 2 tournaments.
yeah, it's a low
Yeah,
sample.
I think he
It's
has
a low
like
sample.
six pixels Rambat BAM. So you need.
But like it's a low sample with like performances and like consistently though.
Yeah.
Is
That's why he's top.
is our bar in Victoria raised for the amount of tournaments you need to attend just because we have more tournaments? Or
No.
okay.
Because as long as you have enough to like the amount of tournaments some of these people went to, man, is fucking ridiculous. Like you don't need to go to this many tournaments. And this isn't a call out specifically on anybody, but like,
Who?
well, Rambo just actually went to too much. Call him out.
And then to a lot.
Sandman went to a lot, but that was kind of his thing. He was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm going to go to everything because I don't think I'm going to be playing after this. I think this is like
His last hurrah.
yeah, the last
Really?
hurrah. Send me off."
He's working full time now.
And Tom goes to a lot of tournaments, but that's also like kid and
he turned it
Yeah.
down this season. Yeah.
Oh, you went because of BAM. There you go.
yeah, he went hard because he wanted to do well and like first BAM. Yeah, it wasn't a send off. I mean, he's not going to be going to tournaments as much. So yeah.
Isn't that what a send off is? Oh,
he still will. No,
Oh, okay.
no. He's like you can't.
Jono knows. Jono knows.
Jono knows, but like you don't know because it's Sandman, and so he could tell you one thing. Like, how many times has like Sandman been like, "Guys, I'm so keen to come back. Like, let's go. The Kazuya, the Aegis, I'm ready." And then you actually don't see this cunt for like 8 months.
Nah, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Nah, he's actually a man of his word.
No way.
Yeah, no, for sure. Unlike some people, he actually like pulls through.
Okay.
Wow, what?
He's not going to as many tournaments as he went to.
Oh yeah,
Lost.
he attended literally every single tournament. It felt like.
Yeah, I think Rainbow had more, but I think he's second, and then I think Tom's
okay,
probably
good.
I
third.
know,
Okay,
James, I know James. He must have got COVID. I know he must have got COVID that 1 week he didn't attend.
He did get
Oh well,
COVID, I
not
remember.
to
He
out
did get
not to out anybody, but yeah, Sandman definitely did get COVID.
Yeah.
Out him a month.
I mean, we might as well talk about him now because he like. I mean, what
Hey,
was
good
the thing with
segue, Jason. That was nice.
Because like he was seeded pretty high because he started doing well towards the end, but he had a pretty poor start, didn't he?
Poor
Yeah,
start,
the thing about
high
The
mid.
thing about the 23rd is that his first month is pretty subpar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was mainly because he was still tossing up whether he wanted to solo Snake. But then his April was like super good, and his last month was like okay, but like April he was like basically like a top 15 player
Yeah.
throughout that month.
Did he beat all of us? Did he beat you
Yep.
this season, Jason?
He did not beat me.
Okay,
he
he's
beat all three of us.
Yeah. He beat.
Perhaps the most unhinged, unorthodox, and most impressive stature out of the snakes in our recent history. Sandman has made a comeback with.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
I'll go for.
Yeah, go. The whole
has
thing.
made a comeback with quite a resume this season, with a wish to contend with some of the high-level players. With a pretty rocky start of the season, duo meaning Aegis and Snake, his results weren't anything amazing, yet snapping a few wins on X and Y here and there. But after dropping the bitch, he saw a huge skyrocketing improvement, finding massive wins on Dura, L, Mast, and Newt, cementing himself in the high-tier echelon. And if it wasn't karmic enough, among those who claim title of best Snake Vic, it would be Sandman to come out as the clear favorite, with head-to-head victories on both Snake and Wash, with both Slash and Wash. Although not something he cares about, it was for many beneath him.
That's the best part.
That's so good.
Thank you.
So Sandman, best Snake Vic.
Yes, sorry,
Yep.
Ernest Lamb.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
It was-
so
Enough said, I reckon.
oh fuck, I've closed it. So Sandman has 32 tournaments, Rambo has 28, and
Gee.
P9 has 25.
Wow. So he's the
32.
highest attended.
Yeah. Highest attended 40 player.
Wow.
Wait. How many?
Yeah.
Sorry? 22?
32.
32.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, he
crazy.
was like, he was chopping like 4 tournaments a week. Like, for a bit.
Yeah. There was a time where I definitely remember like looking at seating, like, wait, Sandman's just back to where he was before he retired, basically. So crazy stuff.
Yeah, the thing that's most impressive was I always thought Sandman was a gimmick, right? Like, based on eye testing him.
I
But
mean,
then you slowly
yeah, go
watch
ahead.
him play, and then like you start figuring out that he's actually a lot of the decisions he makes is like actually calculated now, and they're not just calculated, but they're also like good choices. They're not like I'm going to like hard read.
he reinvented himself.
Yeah. Chop the nades.
He was a gimmick.
Yeah.
Year one. But
it was-
so was every other Snake, basically, right?
But it was also like he reinvented him. Like he's so different from Wash and Slash. It's like crazy, right? Like I watch him play, and he's a lot more flexible compared to those two, where they kind of just do their own thing. But then Sandman will adjust heavily depending on who he plays, and it's not pretty, but it's like it's smart. Like he will press the right moves at the right times, and it's
Yeah.
like this is really impressive.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Ernest.
And he, yeah,
How would you describe Slash's playstyle?
Why you gotta do that?
turtle.
Why you gotta do that?
Okay.
Why you gotta do that?
Like,
Hey,
it's
man,
like,
he's a turtle.
he's the thing. The thing is, like, James is like, I can't. The other two snakes, I can run one game plan and it will always work and I will always win. And then, like, when I started playing, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this into James. And then I just started freaking out because he's actually like not giving me what I want.
That's like the sign of
Yeah.
it. Like that's a sign
Yeah.
that he's actually playing you.
He
And that's the
plays.
thing.
He plays. Yeah, exactly. Like,
He will play you.
yeah, that's what he's really good at.
I talked to him about like Nest Snake, right? And he's just like, oh yeah, that's not even that bad. You know, we're watching like Dio get fucked by Gact.
Snake,
while we're
Snake this
playing.
isn't that bad, actually.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. But then and then Sam is just like, nah, that's like a fine matchup, bro. I can just do my thing. Like I'll just hit you with my moves. What's he gonna do about down tilt?
That's true.
And then he'll laugh at you, and I'll be like, oh, you're like sociopathic, but sure. Like, true. I love him. I love James so much.
James is sick.
Yeah.
I also love Tim Danklin.
Tim
Yeah.
Franklin.
This one was weird, right?
10 is
Because
a big
this-
drop.
Because he beat so many PR players. He has like beaten records a lot of PR players, right? But then he has losses to everyone.
Do you have his records versus the PR like up?
I can get him. I can.
I
Yeah,
know
chop.
he is like I think 2-0 unbeat. I'm pretty sure.
That's cooked.
Yeah.
And he might be positive on. He's positive on Nick. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Well, he beat Nick. Me and Nick beat him at the Ranbat. He beat Seb. I think he's positive on Seb because he beat him that pixel.
All right. So he has
That's-
1-0 on Seb.
On
Fuck.
Seb.
He has 1-1 with Nick. 1-1 with Jura. 2-0 on Beat. And has a win on me, and that's it.
Wait, that is so insane, actually.
Pretty good though. Like
That's pretty good.
That's better than, like, people on PR's resumes.
Also has a loss
Pretty
to
good.
Chonut, Slim Boy, and Jonker.
Dude, where was Jonker
lost
on
to
the
Jonker.
40?
Not there.
not there.
Unfortunate. Just
Yeah, man.
couldn't do enough.
Are we right, man?
What?
What do you mean?
Who is
what?
It's Ernest.
What, you guys can hear that? That's
that?
cool.
Oh my god. And a loss to Sniffer. You can't be losing to Sniffer.
Sniffer's a fine loss. Sniffer's a fine loss.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sniffer's actually
That's
the
good.
greatest player.
That's like a top 20
Yeah.
Queensland player.
Dude, no, he
Yeah.
was
Is he top
he was
20?
playing friendlies with me and Anthony. He was like fucking us both.
Yeah, he was, no, he's a top 20 Australian player. What are you talking about?
It's just Elden
Everyone
Ring.
plays Siffer.
Oh,
Me and Siffer
he practices Smash and Elden Ring PvP.
He was teaching
That's
me how to
neutral.
play. He was teaching me how to play Pyro. Actually, like it was like really nice.
No, like he's just like a gamer. Like he's like a
Yeah.
gamer that's smart.
He's a gamer. Yeah.
Yeah, like gamer genes runs in his blood.
True.
But
Yeah,
this is a
sorry,
bit of a weak
Tim.
season for Tim.
So
Yeah.
he's got the high highs and low lows, and the low lows were enough to put him at 22. That's nuts.
20, but the thing is, you reached the 25 spot, and you're like, that's like pretty,
You're
pretty
being
high.
chilling, dude. You're
Yeah.
fucking good to go.
Yeah, right. You're like the tier right below low NPR.
Okay, so someone asked this. This has asked me a few times in chat, so I'm just going to answer it. What happened to Corvid? He is ineligible because if you are banned from tournaments for a certain period of time during the season, you are ineligible, and that's always been the rule. So
Can you give
Corvid's
us
not on
where
it.
he would be then?
Probably like 25th or something around this area.
He has a really small sample as well. which is-
Second,
Yeah,
that
because
ABS, right?
you're gone for a month. So,
But back to Danklin.
yeah.
Pretty good. Also, beat Fez.
Interstate Slayer
Fez, yeah.
twice as well.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, Bam
Yeah.
and Super Salty Sweet.
Damn. Danklin is my hero. When I went to Queensland, I lost to Fez twice. So when Fez comes to Victoria, she loses to
Danklin
Danklin
twice.
twice.
Oh
My-
my god.
He's my Crucible Knight. He comes back.
He comes back. Oh my god. Yeah, not much
The
to
minus-
say there.
The minus 11 is so disingenuous because
Yeah.
to be completely honest, last season was a fucking ridiculous overperformance and good job for the 3 months that he had. But like Tim being 11th was so weird. Like you go, oh, Tim Danklin's 11th in Victoria. You go, what the fuck does that even mean, dude? Like that doesn't mean anything. And yeah, like if you're 25th, you're basically top 20 anyway. So whatever.
Yeah.
It's all
You've
the
made-
same.
you've
Plus
made it.
0, mate. 11, 20 seconds are plus 0.
Well,
Who
if you
cares?
added an X factor, he would not deviate at all.
Probably not.
Yeah, he would not be like a minus 11 or something,
Yeah.
as placing says. In fact, he might be higher. Who knows? Yeah.
Another one with a quiet season was Thin Man, honestly. Like,
Small sample, motherfucker.
yeah, he kind of
It
just
doesn't come to much.
does what he does, like a fifth and a monthly again.
He'll fucking
Right.
own, like, kick ass in tournaments
Double
and then go
fifth?
back to
Double
Twitch chat
fifth.
and then
Double fifth,
Post
30 quid a
happens.
BAM, and
hate
then like a pretty average sunshine, like a weekly, and a ninth at a super sunshine. So the only thing is that he should have been double DQ'd at one of the sunshines,
Oh yeah.
and then he tore us through losers. So it was a bit weird.
that was
But,
actually the reason why I double DQ'd Bro 1 as well. Because I was like,
Yeah, I
I-
mean that's what you do. You have to double.
yeah,
DQ for winners, you
I
DQ for losers.
had a freak out because someone was like, "Oh, is he plank?" And I was like, "What? Is he like going into losers?" And then I was like, "No, should he?" And he was like, "Oh, that's just what happens with, like over where we are."
Yeah.
I forgot where they were, right?
Queensland
And I was
or
like,
something.
"Oh, did I fuck him?" And I just felt really bad, but I explained the precedent, and then apparently they was like, "Oh no, it's all good. Like, that's just what you do," which is reasonable. Like I think double DQing is like
He was late because he was having soju at Sam Sam, dude.
Dude, how good though? How good?
But
We need to go back. Fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, he didn't tend much, but he's just consistently good, Tin Man. I don't know who he beat.
I think that's his bit. I think
Yeah.
he will be like 21st for the rest of eternity because I think
The
he
Zap
will,
one, mate.
Oh, he beat Zav. That's right. Yeah.
he will always like
And he beat Kajek or Fontana,
just
one of them,
not go to too many tournaments.
and that
Maybe
was his
because he
BAM.
just can't.
Good wins, honestly.
He lives in Sunbury. He's like proper far away. He's pretty
Oh, okay, that explains.
Yeah.
it.
Cursed, yeah.
end of the line, mate. Past Digger's Rest.
What are you gonna?
Yeah, that is the
Oh,
Sunbury line.
Yeah. P9. Thomas
Oh, he beat
Lees.
both Kajek and Fontana. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Our hero.
Honestly, both are good. Yeah, our hero Thomas Leesk has brought it back from 20 to 27th back to 20.
Dude, Bradley's messaged me. Dude, that's female pink villager. I hate this bit so much. Because we're all out drinking. Motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah. You should just mute them or block them. Actually, that'd be cool.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
got
right.
some good wins, especially during Ban Week.
season, P9 beat me. Oh. No,
But
but
a season ago, Anthony does this whole like, I'll never
review.
I'll never lose to P9.
You probably have Tom higher, like looking at resume.
yeah,
But
it's like,
it's the same problem where he's still losing to the people that he's losing to. And it's like either a matchup or a stylistic thing.
I'm pretty sure McCart beat him.
Yeah. I mean,
Easy
still,
Cole beat him.
still can't beat Easy Cole.
Easy call.
Yeah.
A few others.
Just any
yeah.
Falco.
No,
No,
he got the beat win.
He did get
Yeah.
the beat win. That was
Dude,
insane.
that was huge at the end
Which
of the
is-
season as well.
Yeah.
It's so hype because he's chopped Tom being like, Tom's like, oh, I can beat Beat, so I can beat Jason in this matchup. So I will only play Villager from now on. And he can't beat me in this matchup. So thank you, Patrick Elliott. Dude, we're the bros out here the last few weeks, dude.
He died for you. He's
Yeah,
the
dude.
martyr.
For sure.
He also lost to 1-4, right?
I
Yeah.
think everyone gets one. Yep.
Yep.
And he beat
No,
a
not
lot of
everyone.
interstate. He beat a lot of interstaters again. He was like
Yeah.
the last
I
week
think
kind of carried him.
he chopped
Luma-
Fesman as well, right?
chopped the Fez win, chopped the
Fez
Luma
win.
win.
Luma win is insane.
Jar?
Dugong's.
He beat
Yeah,
Jar.
just Jar. Yes.
Jar.
So he's just beaten all of them. He's just fucking ticked the boxes. Like yeah, Dugong's beat.
Dugongs.
It's so funny how Tom
He beat Fontana as well, maybe.
the whole lead up to
No.
Bam, he was like, "Oh, guys, it was just one tournament. Like, I'm not instant killer. Like, stop it. I'm not instant killer."
Stop it.
And then
He's
Bam
come
Week
back.
comes around, and he's actually just like beating the shit out of everybody, dude. Like, it's so fucked up.
Yeah. Tom, like, Luma did get the run back though. If
Luma did.
P9 double eliminated
Like, Tom
Luma,
took a game.
yeah, no, it was like
It was
competitive.
close, dude.
Yeah,
and then
I was watching it.
It was 1-1, and game 3 was like could go on either way.
Yeah, it was right.
Like he had the axe out, he was fainting, dude.
Imagine that's his whole bit though. He once the tree comes out, he just can't hold it in.
Yeah, dude.
Like he just
He's got to
keeps
let it
on,
go.
like,
It's like having limit or banana, dude. Like, oh, I have this
He
option.
beat Kajek
Now-
as well.
It's like I have this option. Now this is the only thing I'm allowed to kill you with.
So,
yeah. He's pretty good. He's pretty
Yeah.
good.
He's all right.
It's frame 6, but like it's Palu, so like all this shit's like fucking -2 and shit anyway. So who cares?
Doesn't matter if it's frame
it's,
6.
the
because
thing
it's
is, like,
it's so
the,
obvious.
the reason he told me how he beat Luma and Kajek is that these guys, every time the axe was out, would always use projectiles, and every time I press the B button and the axe is out, I always die, and those guys always died as well.
Yeah, I
He
mean
will
that's,
never let you. Yeah,
that's
he-
the beauty.
he's-
That's the beauty of matchup experience.
yeah.
So
Do
do we
not explosive flame while the axe is out. I mean, power play.
do we
Oh
think
no,
That's troll.
that's a
though.
poor idea.
That's,
Yeah,
that's so troll.
do we think
that's like never fought a villager before in your life.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah,
yeah. Do we think next season is the P9 season?
Okay, I won't break it, but like this,
he goes up and down every single season.
he needs.
But this is the first, and Tom's thing has always been, I hate going into lockdown because I have zero motivation because I don't play Wi-Fi.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's always lined up. And this is the first time
Where
in
it's
2
fine.
years that Tom has 2 seasons in a row that he can do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, you look at the people above him, he can definitely outplace these people.
I think he's
Like,
going.
Connor, he
into
like
this
trade
next one-
sets with you, low key.
Yeah. Well,
He-
So,
Connor was kind of
he beat Mod at the Pixel, at the pre-ban Pixel.
He's going into this with the most momentum, I think, because
Yeah.
the last week he did extraordinarily well, like
yes.
eating
Third at
beat
Temple, third at
and
Pixel. Yeah.
double threes. There's a third at Pix, the second third at, yeah, that was still relevant. That was still
Yes, that
under-
counts. That's why Wookins got for, second. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a lot of momentum going in, and I don't imagine we're gonna go into a lockdown. So, better watch out for tomorrow, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
he'll be fiending.
I'm
around
excited.
it.
Tom Lake makes top 8, dude.
well, a
Has
lot
he
of
made-
people
has he
aren't
made
attending
top eight
tomorrow.
before?
So
I don't think so. I think he's got a few nights.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just hasn't had that like clutch, like fringe to PR win to make
He
it.
needs to clean up his his bottom half losses. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, and the problem, and this is why I think like it's so hard for Tom to like make that next step, like as of right now, is that if you stylistically counter him as a player, you'll win.
Mhm.
And it's not to say he's like completely brain dead, but like he doesn't know how to deal with like the easy cold shit, so he will just lose. And he doesn't know how to deal with like yeah, like my carp floating around in his face.
Okay, you know what my theory is?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
He's always been like, if I want to figure how to beat you, he will like do his homework and his chances increase every time, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, there are too many matchups where he has to try to figure out because he loses to too many different players, right? But his problem is that he prioritizes trying to beat people above him, but not the people below him as much. That's why he can punch up really high sometimes, but he will always still lose to certain people like Isaiah and like and that's not to say that he hasn't focused on trying to beat Isaiah, right? But it's like he has to every time he loses or like every week or two, he has to think about like 11 different people, and he's just like, I want to just keep punching up and stuff. And so sometimes he'll hit the luck of the draw and like get a really good local, but then like it'll get counteracted by him losing to like fucking milk meme, you know, or like whatever for like 17th again. And then he'll start going through this mental downward spiral of being like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Hey, and that's like,
speaking of milk meme.
Yeah.
No, was not milk meme.
Sabers.
That's it. Saber
Plays Cloud, and they play the same character.
So I feel like Saber's
gonna call Saber discount milk meme.
Hope's placing is a big indicator on how minimal attendance works with your system, right, Jason? So, like, what was it? It was
literally 60 points.
Yeah, literally like
exact.
the bear, 5th at Sunshine, and then
5th Sunshine, 4th Sunshine, 9th Sunshine.
Yeah, and then 19th. Like, it's
that's
so.
Hard.
Personally, I don't feel like that's enough, but like,
I mean, that's it, man.
If you had the data, like,
that's single digits in 3 monthlies consecutively. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the problem is when you start getting these people, like let's say Saber gets 4th at a Sunshine, and then she drowns. That's when it's hard, man.
Yeah.
But like, if you go to 4 tournaments or 3 tournaments, get the same placing every time, well then, the job's fucking easy. Because that's obviously where you are. Like 3 monthlies, you're prepared for it. You're setting up. And granted, the Sunshines this season weren't the biggest things. But
30-man Sunshine, like, yeah.
Beat win at one of them, and then Mod win at the other.
Yep.
So you're like
good wins.
And yeah, like other wins include like IB. She beat you, Ernest.
Ernest, yep.
So
winner side.
That's 2 PR wins and a HM win. I think lost to Wash at one of them.
Yeah,
and
she lost to Wash at the one she beat me at.
Yeah. So like you're only losing to good players, and you're beating good play. You're only losing to good players, and then you're beating like PR level players.
Yeah.
How did she go at BAM?
She didn't enter BAM.
Oh, true. Forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's I get what you mean, Connor. It's a small sample, but you have to remember that like 3 like monthlies are like important, right? They weigh more than locals. Not just obviously no shit because of placements, but also like mentally, right? So if you're able to consistently do single digits at monthlies, then that says something about your skill and consistency as a player, I think. It just means you have ice in your veins. Yeah. Like, it's what you want. I don't know. I always freak out at monthlies. I'm like, I get the shivers. Or maybe it's just Sunshine venue.
Could be.
Yeah. You did well, Rainbow.
A lot of things happening at Sunshine venue.
All right.
Yeah. Jeans.
Next player, Jeans.
Honestly, really good season.
Best shot in the world.
A bit of an interstate Slayer, right? Again.
Who did he beat aside from Heaven?
Shmooey.
True. Shmoo wins huge.
And
I don't even know, but probably Fez. Like, don't even know.
Don't think so.
Beat Connor, I know.
Yeah.
Is that his peak Victorian win? Did he beat Flo? I think he beat Flo as well.
He's beaten Flo.
Yeah. In fact, that might be 2-0 actually.
Yeah.
And I think that's about. Jeans didn't go to too many, but like
Has he beaten Inzi?
last season,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Yeah.
Has he been in Zav?
I don't think I played.
Okay.
Not this season.
Because that will be a matchup that I feel like he could win. So
Oh, I mean,
No,
I
it
think-
is. No, it. Yeah, I thought he beat Zav. He beat Zav and Kami win also.
nobody
Kami.
outside.
He
PR
beat
beats-
Kami. Yeah, actually.
How would you
That's
rate a
true.
Kami win this season?
I mean less than 7th in Vic, but still. I mean, Kami's thing is that like he's so consistent that it doesn't even matter. That he's like not because he still plays like Wi-Fi and stuff, so it's not like he's like completely out of it.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah,
The thing with Jeans is that he like goes to a tournament and then he just like will not lose to players worse than him basically.
Yeah, Jeans
Yeah.
doesn't chop.
He did one bad. He did bad at the pre-BAM picks.
Yeah, he
That's
chopped. Okay, so he's chopped Macarplos
it. That's right. That was the
Lukens.
first one. Yeah.
and then PR.
Wilkins
that's
is
it.
that's not a chop though.
Yeah, right. That's completely fine.
A cop is like barely a chop.
Yeah,
That's like saying like, oh, like I chopped.
actually, the funniest part is that
Actually, no,
Fez
that's
Fez
a
beat
chop.
Jeans. So that's funny
Yeah.
that I said that before.
Jeans is he's crazy consistent. He got like 9th at Ranbat as well. Like
Yeah, he lost to you and Duro like twice in a row. I remember, like 2 tournaments. Like you two
Did
like,
he?
beat him. Yeah, like
And
he
then
lost to.
You top 8 that EBS, the pre-weekly EBS. That's basically top
didn't-
8ing like
I
Like,
didn't
that's-
play him. I didn't play him at EBS.
top 8. No,
No,
he's
no,
talking
the
about the
Pixel.
Rambat.
It was like a Rambat and a Pixel. You beat him, and he lost to Duro as well. And
Yeah,
Rambat and
yeah,
a Pixel. Yeah.
So yeah, top 8ing that EBS is like basically. I mean, it's probably more impressive than top 8ing like any of the monthlies we had, to be honest. So
Yep.
Yeah.
and Shmoo
Heaven.
Heaven win is
Insane.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Those are like top 5. Like those are like Oz PR wins.
Yeah.
Basically. So gotta give that up.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of OzPR wins,
The ghost win for,
Milk Meme nabbed one
for
of
the
those.
memers. Yeah, that's insane. Well,
Milk Meme nabbed one of the Lord runes.
outside of outside of the ghost win and the band performance, ending at Larry, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, what else did he do? Because I know it was good. Like, you get 5th at
Beat Sav.
EBS.
He's beat Sav.
Hey man, he
But,
beat
like-
he beat yours truly to make it out. Rambat.
Oh, really? Damn. But like,
Jason.
Oh, beat Jason. That's right. He beats Jason and Sav. Yeah.
Yeah,
He almost beat me. So it was pretty fucking close.
He just doesn't do poorly, right?
Because-
He's just pretty high placement.
when
He does well, yeah.
when I
Yeah.
look at him, it's like, what has he done better compared to like the next 5 people below him? You know what I mean? Like,
Go swim, I suppose. Like,
yeah. I mean, Bam's pretty big. I mean, he did get 9th at that Rennie. Basically did well at everything he entered. Outside of this temple, which was the really stacked one that had like that Zav one.
yeah,
It was like really big. And like losses not really anything too egregious. Moth coats, worst loss.
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Moth coats being a worst loss. Like, what do you want to do? Oh, JD actually.
yeah.
Oh no,
Jay-
JD, that's a win. No, that's a win.
I think, wait, what? Like,
This first EBS of the season is also like pretty fucking big.
yeah, he beat Sav and someone else.
Is
Tim?
P9
P9,
Tim,
yeah.
Dr. Omega, and then the next EBS beats Zav and loses like double in by DD beat like man.
what do you
Big
want?
stuff. Sometimes beating everyone around you is like just as important as like getting those crazy big upsets.
This
So,
is where
yeah.
we start getting to the all 3, right? Remember we were talking about the all 3, like McMeem.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
Peaks
exactly.
yeah. Peaks consistency head to head or whatever it was. Like,
He's
Milk
got
Meme
all
has a
three.
little bit of everything.
Yeah. Good stuff. Honestly. Like, yeah, I don't think I've just played him enough, but like,
I remember
no,
playing him in doubles.
does
and
there
we get
feel like
up-
there's a difference between like now and then, or like,
What do you mean?
Anything significant that he's changed?
I can't answer that question for you. I don't know when you played him. I don't know.
Oh no, as in like
I've never played him in singles before.
like over
so I
time.
can't say.
Like no.
He's just good. He just passes eye test from what I see.
Bro, what are you
Like,
saying, dude?
Alright, never mind, man.
no, he's basically
He's
saying
talking
how he's
about eye
improved.
test.
Yeah, no, like
Sounds
no,
like you're mad.
No,
I've never played
you're
him.
mad,
So
I feel like he's just had a really good season.
yeah,
I don't think he's actually 17th. If you talk about like if you were to like make a year-long 40s ranking, but like
that would
this
be
season he just this season he just hit his stride really well.
Yep.
And a bit of like a Tim season, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes let's get the luck of the draw. Do really well when it counts, you know. Ghost win is fucking huge. That's fourth seed, bro. So cute, super high. And I kind of put like you, Milk Meme, Gene, Saber, Peanut, even like realistically speaking, we're all kind of in that category. But the thing that elevates him above the rest is that he got that really high BAM, I think. And so like that's just like the tiny bit above, right? But looking at this ranking, you don't know like just how big is the diff between like number like 23 and 4 or like number like 17 and 18. So
nothing.
fair.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's yours truly.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I'm surprised I'm here. I thought I'd be like 19.
19?
Yeah.
Nah. I think you have good like records as PR like this season.
No.
Yes, you do. You like positive on Nick and Seb. You've beat Zav.
That's
Are you
like
positive?
that's one
Are you positive,
O's.
Nick?
Like one O's don't really
Oh,
count.
1-0s. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. Did you beat Pat this season?
I mean, those are still wins.
You got a DMO win. That's like
Yeah, but what does a
well.
DMO win really mean? That's the problem with them.
That's a stupid question though.
No,
Like,
no,
it's
but
everything.
it's like, is it like a best New South Wales win or is it a top 5 New South Wales win? Like
Who
that's
cares?
a different.
It's a really good win.
I guess
It's
so.
like you put that win in the same echelon as like a Nick win or like a Bradley win or a Seb win, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's still a win. And you beat Shmoo as well.
Oh yes, beach move. Yeah, that's very nice.
So that's
Beat Flo, yep, as well.
beat flow and stuff like that. You like
Beat Jason, right? What's the record between you and Jason?
2-1 Jason's way.
1-2-1. True. The first DBS.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the other one, the loss was, yeah. I mean, we
And
won't.
you beat Mod.
We won't
you
get
beat
into
Mod as-
specifics about eye tests, but like, what can you do?
And you beat Mod as well. So it's like
What are your bad losses?
It was like
a lot of them.
Dan.
Was it?
And
You lost to IB, Twirly.
Twirly's not a bad loss. Come on, man.
Well, no, like these are still like
They're like
losing
fine.
to Dan is like
Princess
I
is
don't think
probably
it's
worse.
amazing,
Princess,
but that's
yeah.
not a bad loss.
Princess is probably your worst loss.
If Princess HMs is your worst loss, I mean,
You're 16th, but you're getting to the point where you shouldn't be losing to probably HMs. I reckon. If you want to be PR, you probably can't be losing to HMs.
well, that's why he's not PR.
PR, yeah, exactly. Because you probably could have been like. I mean, you probably could have been PR again, Connor. Like,
Well, Princess definitely is a HM.
yeah.
That is known.
Yeah, I don't think Llewellyn's like one of the players you can be like, oh, well, we all know Llewellyn's actually better than this, because
He hasn't proved it.
it has been a very long time since he's hit his peak. So
Unfortunate. But yeah, like
You still did pretty good at BAM. You got top 8 at a monthly, right? Like at the first round bat. It's like, this is good. Yeah.
It's just all right. So we'll take.
Obviously, you went down, but like, I mean, how do you think? Do you think it was like 12th last season, 16th this season? Like, how do you weigh that?
I mean, like last season was easier, right? So, and then now we have like really good people coming up. So, just got to try and keep up, right? So, yeah. Maybe play the game, you know, Nick? Or we
Yep.
should play sometime, you know?
Yep, we should.
Oh. But yeah.
well, you guys stupid. He has COVID.
I know.
I mean, I know.
That's the bit.
Yeah.
What do you
You
think,
two
Jason?
are dumb.
You ranked him.
They're dumb for real. Yeah, I mean, probably the most definitive position out of like the entire list.
Yeah,
Wait,
I had
really?
Connor
There's
16th.
no way-
16th. Yeah, there was no way it was going to be higher or lower.
I
Yeah.
think everyone. I think if you ask people to do predictions, I think even Rambo's list that was like actually god awful had Connor at like
That's
16th.
16th. Yeah, yours number
Really?
16th. You was just going to finish 16th no matter what.
That's crazy.
The Jack.
Maybe you chopped that Luma win. You could have snuck. Maybe HM could have been next to your name. If you fucking.
You know what? Lumawin might have chopped your head.
Ah, don't tell me that, you cunt. Yeah, look, Ben.
Sometimes it's just like that, dude. Like one set, and in terms of that, like one interaction. Oh,
Yeah,
what is
no, like it's legit true because one interaction meant you could have drowned
That's true.
against Jay.
Against
Or
Jay,
something
yeah.
Like, and then who knows? Maybe that would have put you as like 18 or like 19 or 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a game of millimeters.
It's true. Just like for Modulus Master of Disaster. Dude. Man stays consistent. I'm surprised he didn't chop here. Was there a reason why he cut it off?
He
414?
just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He was the Earnest Slayer.
It's like
Yeah,
farmed
three
Ernest,
around
and that
me.
was it.
That's it.
And
I
Sunshine.
think it's like hard because he doesn't have enough sample. Like he went to enough sunshines, but
Yeah.
you're versing like the same kind of group of people. So that makes it tricky.
But I mean,
But-
even he said himself, like, right, if you got the opportunity to play players like Flo and Zav, like those are probably wins he can like realistically get, right? Like, and then if you just get a couple of those, and then suddenly he's on it, like. Because this guy didn't do bad a single tournament, and I don't think he had a single bad loss as well. But just has no wins besides you, Ernest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I his only PR win?
No, he's got Duros actually. Sorry,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but that's
Yeah,
it.
that's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not much to say, I guess, right? He's consistent.
Yeah, another one
so-
that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll probably be there for the rest of time. Like eternally
He
15.
keeps saying he will swap spots with Scovo and all that, but like, come on, Mod's gonna be like,
He
Always
says
good.
it every season. He says it
Yeah.
every season, dude. But
13th at BAM by accident. So I'll know. Like,
Yeah, dude, that was yeah. Jesus.
he's gonna get 13th at Phantom by accident if he top.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, Anthony, you've PR'd
Yes.
finally. Now you can
Finally.
call Victoria dog shit.
You were happy. You were so happy.
yes, I am very happy with this. This wasn't even the season I was meant to do the PR run. Like, I feel like people going into seasons be like, all right, this is the season, right? I didn't think
No.
about that. I didn't really.
I don't
I
think
don't know,
anyone
I
thinks that.
Really? Okay, well, I know people like Easy Cold do, but whatever.
Well, he's not getting PR.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But then I like.
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I've got 7th for the first round bat. When I was like, I remember that tournament. I was like really sad that day, and I just accidentally get 7th. And then when I think I started realizing like I can make a run. When I got second that one temple, where I beat Zav, Inzi, and beat. I'm like, all right, now this is like,
Yeah, that was
I think I
good.
can do this. I beat Corvid the day before as well. I won the Sunshine.
That was I noticed because I was like at most of the tournaments that you were at. That was like the turning point. I think.
Yeah, that was a turning point.
Because
Yeah,
for a while you were kind of just like
PR
where
players.
16
Yeah.
to 20 area,
Yeah.
right? You were just like perma, like you're just there. You're never really gonna go up or down, and then you suddenly made a leap,
Yep.
and then that's when I was like, it was more than just like a results thing because it was also eye test. I was like, wow, you like don't go for that decision, and so you just suddenly like shut up.
Yep.
Which was really good.
And then I think next week I beat Nick as well. Like, and then I got second in that temple. And then I think I just play single digits for every single tournament. I didn't have a single bad. My worst loss is Dan. And then I think after that it's like
Sandman.
Sandman. Yeah, that's it. Like fairly good. I got 7th and 9th at monthlies and 25th at BAM, and then like lots of second places at weeklies. And then one Sunshine. Got wins on Seb, beat Inzi, Zav, 2-0 on Nick, and that's it. But I have pretty poor records versus you, Ernest, and poor versus DD.
Yeah, like why
Yeah.
is this low actually?
Because Jason and Flo. Well, we'll talk about Jason and Flo. Because I just don't. I only have.
I'm actually so confused now. when I think about your resume, I'm like, oh, this is like really good.
Because Jason and Flo have freaky fucking weekly. They see, I get seconds all the time, and
Yeah,
these
but
two
like-
get first. Like,
But you have like more well. Oh, this is so confusing.
All right,
Oh,
that's
I'll
the thing with
let-
Jason. Yeah,
I'll
we'll
let-
talk about Jason now.
Well, let's
then, 'cause,
transition.
We're
Jason-
basically polar opposite.
Why have
right?
you chopped yourself over
Yeah.
Anthony?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't even the craziest part is that there wasn't even that much of a discussion. Like this 11 to 14 area was talked about for about 30 seconds.
Really, you didn't think Ernest could have been higher than 11th?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
So we did the grueling part, which was like 7 to 10.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Oh, Ernest is 11th." Yep. And then we were like, "All right, Dawn versus Flo." And they were like, well, they're both kind of random and sporadic, but Flo's just like got the consistency, which
Of wins?
we've now just found out is bullshit. So after this,
He's also got like has beaten like everyone above him, like
Yeah.
kind of as well. So
well, the thing is that like Flo like wasn't that consistent, but I was just so fucking shit at some of these tournaments.
Mhm.
But like actually, outside, I think a Pixel I got 13th at, which was the best of one versus Piggins. Other than that, like every weekly I had was just like
freaked it.
actually very good.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know if I said this on camera or off camera, but like remove 2 tournaments, remove BAM and remove the Rambat from my season, and I'm just like 9th. So, but sometimes this is how it goes. And my thing personally, this was my list as well. This is what I had, 11, 12, 11 to 14. And my thing is that in terms of myself, I also argued this with Zav because the other thing was that Zav versus Jura was like really close. But my thing is that if you've had a really good season and then in the last week or in like a certain week, someone near you like pops off and you do shit, I don't really think that you should be punished too crazy because your season overall is just like better, low key. So like I had a pretty poor BAM week. And obviously drained at the Rambat, but like that was like, oh, everyone gets one, like that's the thing. And like Anthony was like omega consistent, but like I actually just won 3 tournaments and one of them was like over a god. Which 4 months ago
That would have been.
it was
insane.
like, well, 4 months ago it was like, oh, well, literally no one can win a tournament over one of the top 5. It's
Yeah.
not possible to do. So, and it just happened. So
Sure.
yeah,
Well, actually, so it did happen with Anthony as well, didn't it?
No, I never got first. I got I kept getting second place every single like.
Did it happen with Zav?
and
yeah.
I said it earlier.
That
That-
one of it, Nick. Yeah.
Yeah. I said it earlier that the difference between first and second is like actually massive. So
If I just chopped a couple, like let's say I beat I beat Zav at that temple, then
Yeah, I
maybe
mean-
I could.
I don't know. I mean, and then so what happened is so we said Flo do one, and then everyone was like, "Oh, Flo, like Jason drowned at these tournaments and he did shit." And then Dean was like, "Well, what about Newt?" Because Newt was like consistent, and Nick was just like, "The 20 wins. That's the gap between
Yeah.
Flo and myself and you."
Yeah. I just didn't win. I won a sunshine over Corvid. That's it.
I only won 1 tournament though.
That was over
So
me.
I don't understand how like I wouldn't.
But you also have like pretty devastating records against some players. And also are like more consistent, like 5th at Rambat, 17th at BAM are like better
Oh, so
than
it's like
everyone else's.
so it's like compared
It's
to
not-
like the
Like the 20 wins aren't the be all end all. It's just the difference between Flo and I and Anthony.
I guess it's like because my resume is just a bit more stacked compared to you guys all like
Yeah.
overall. So it's like that factor doesn't matter. As
You're
much.
positive on Pat, right?
Mate.
Come on, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like,
Come on, man.
It's alright. I've chopped a few.
And you're positive on Bradley even, right?
No, I'm like 2 and 3. Or maybe
Okay.
maybe I'm 2 and 2 actually. So maybe
Yeah.
I am positive.
So yeah,
Also, my matchup spread wasn't great, but I also had like 1-1 with like 6 people.
yeah, with Shrix, it's one
One
as
one,
well, right?
my mum was Shrix, 2-2 with Inzi,
Yeah,
2-2 with Jura.
That's what's crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
But I guess.
Whereas
in a-
Anthony has like 2-0 and Nick, and then like a few good wins, but like
I'm negative
I
on
think-
mostly. I'm
yeah.
3-3 on Zav, and I'm positive on Mod, and I'm in even of Inzi. But
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I'm
I've got-
positive on Zev. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my only like positive record.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And one, even with Bin, might be even or 1-2 with Bin as well. So, and I don't have the Triforce because I didn't fucking fight Jono, but he's finished.
Oh my
If
God.
we played it a weekly, the way I was playing like halfway through the season, if Valka Younglink, he might have been fucking donezoed. But that's all hearsay in theory. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are
Can't
you
do
gonna
much.
do? So I guess that's that group of 3,
Yeah.
and then Ernest just had better head-to-heads.
There was
Yeah, well,
Ernest.
Ernest was probably another one where we keep talking about like the obvious placings, and maybe you guys didn't see it as much as we did, but we like all of us had Ernest 11th. So.
Yeah, I had Ernest at 11th on my thing as well. I thought it was clear 11th, but like I thought he's in that conversation. Like you could.
Yeah, I mean, if
argue-
you were to tier
yeah.
it, you'd probably
Yeah.
put him in like
The
7
B
to
tier.
11's a tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've just noticed. Oh my god,
What?
dude, the lines on the 40 image, the corner that Didi's is like fucked up. There's like a pixel missing.
Oh my god.
Who cares?
But
What
do you think? What do you think?
my
What do you think, Ernest? Like,
I mean, I kind of didn't really think much. I was like, okay.
Nah, dude, the prophecy was foretold, and the people didn't believe. But ever since the Rye tournament, everyone was like, dude, Ernest, when he goes back to Lucina, is going to make PR.
All right.
And there were the believers and there were the non-believers, dude. And the prophecy was foretold.
I remember that. I remember P9 being like, "Nah, like, I'm not giving up for Ernest," and I was like, "That's cool, man. All right, see ya." But like,
And I was like, oh, I kind of believe, but like it's very stacked, so we'll see what happens. But yeah,
well, I always kind of knew that like I would be PR if I just did it because it's been like, I think I had like I was on a slow come up sometime after COVID, but then I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna play whatever character because I'm like too stressed out. And then there was like that period of time where I was just like messing around with other characters, right? But I was like playing, and then when I switched back to Lucina towards like the latter half of that season, and I was like doing like pretty decently to like I was like getting like some wins on PR. So I was like, oh, I actually just feel like I could just make PR. So I was never really like surprised with this placing, but I just didn't know what number I was gonna be. Because in my head, I'd be like, oh, I could be top 10. That could be high. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't look at the stats. So if you guys said that like 11 was like really obvious, then I'd be like, yeah, that's true.
yeah, I thought it was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Could have
You're still like it's still in
and
that tier.
you were pretty in depth with your when you did the stream, right? So you probably would have
Yeah.
seen like, yeah, Ernest is like 11.
So yeah, like 11. Well, I had me above you as some copium.
I mean, yeah, it's
But
fair enough.
everything, but like 11 through 20, I've almost nailed. Actually, I didn't have save. I think I had save a little bit higher.
I mean, I said this because we were at the final gel.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
and
Zav-
posted the list,
Yeah.
Fucking
and I was
great
like, dude, Anthony's straight up just like leaked the 40. Like his list is way too good.
him and P9's list actually.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing Tom's like top 20, and I was like, whatever you reckon, mate. And then, yeah, Anthony scratched out the edges a bit to smooth them out.
One person I'm a little surprised by, probably because to the
Jura,
yeah,
whoa.
the variance in characters, right? Like, oh, was this? Did Jura beat Johnny this season? No.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
With the bar.
He's Holy Trinity, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Holy Trinity. Yes, first person to get the Holy Trinity here. Yep.
Oh, lowest placing, you mean?
Lowest placement. Yeah, lowest
Yeah.
placement.
but like
Beat him with Byleth the
the
Remember.
Cloud isn't that bad, guys. I know.
Cloud's
said
the breadwinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does its job.
Moved out of the Cloud.
Is
Nah,
it? Wait, is it?
Jason, did you ever beat Dura's Cloud?
Yeah,
Don't
he did.
even fucking start, dude.
He reversed 3-0'd it.
I did reverse 3-0 it. And by the way, I am positive on Jura because one of these was with Luigi. I just remembered.
No.
So I'm actually like proper. I am 2-1 on Jura. So
But-
let's just get that one out
Do
the way.
you think going forward with Cloud, Byleth, Corrin, he's gonna be unstoppable in reach?
I mean, the Cloud's getting better. I mean, the reason. I mean, I was the one who said I was like, yeah, the Cloud's like. I don't think the Cloud's really it. Terrible. Calm down.
You said
I
dog
think-
shit. You said it's a bot. You said
I was mad. It is
What
a
do
bot.
you believe, Connor? What do you believe?
I think it's alright.
I think he stands at roll distance and doesn't really interact with you with the Cloud.
Dude, okay, so okay, the reason why, okay, it was that crew battle, right?
Calm the fuck down, dude.
It was that crew battle. We were doing counter picks for the WA team, right? And it was Teehee, and then everyone's just like losing their minds and shit. And I was like, bro, just send in Dura. He will never deal with Pac-Man at neutral get up. And then I was like, and then Dura's like, I don't know, man. I'm like really scared. And I'm like, Dura, just stand at roll distance and imagine Pac-Man is permanently forward airing you. And then that's like literally all he did, and he just like backed it and won. And I was like, damn, this kid's
It's that easy.
this kid lives at that distance. That's
Anyway.
that's his thing.
The thing is that.
He had a fairly poor start.
Listen. So Jura win. Jura win. Jono win is Byleth. Shrix win is Corrin.
What?
And
That's
Bin win is with Cloud.
That's actually insane.
So it's actually all
That is
three,
so
right?
funny.
He is
And
just
when you think
it's
about
okay.
it, Byleth on Jono makes sense because you need to hit him hard and you need to make sure he dies. Corrin on Shrix makes sense because
does it?
kind of low key out of all three of these characters
How does
because
it make sense, sorry?
because it's like Strix excels at like whacking you out of the air and stuff and like reading your movement. Whereas with Corrin, they're kind of just like freaking out on your shield, right? And like, yeah, Roy has the up B, but
You got so much range.
I think it's like, I think you can't really stop Corrin from doing what she wants on your shield, to be honest.
I actually think the thing that worked was because of matchup in. Oh, actually, no, that's actually a lie because Maple played Corrin.
Yeah, dude. And Cloud against Bin makes sense because it's low key an execution test, and Jura's Cloud is like super clean with like spacing aerials. That's always been his strong suit, right?
Yeah.
It's like being super safe and clean and making his conversions count. And if you don't fuck with Bin, like.
Wait,
So
I played this card one time and
Oh my god, dude.
I have no fucking matchup experience. Maybe players back end the character. It's not the same.
That's so fucked up, dude. Knock on my door, you fucking. Oh my god, bro code, dude.
Bro code.
Dude.
Come in.
Ernest, can I request that you show the stream your PC setup, like how you've got your computer set up? It's so fucking good. Like, it's
Dude, that's so dangerous.
it's so dangerous. It's gonna.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
gonna-
Wear a mask, you
Hey, she'll
fuck
be right.
They all got COVID. They all got COVID.
We all got COVID. That's the COVID house now.
Man,
Dude.
what the hell?
Anyway, if you Bin takes advantage of you like
She'll be right.
feeling yourself too much and like going in too hard, oh, that is actually really bad.
That's feral.
And so Jura actually just doesn't interact with you when he plays Cloud, so there is no chance of you. There's no risk of you like getting your ass handed to you for like going in too hard. So I think it makes sense.
Okay. Or no matchup
He's gonna
experience.
come into my room again, dude. Don't do this to me.
And also Cloud is like broken,
Yeah.
and
Fuck that character.
yeah. So
I
what
wasn't
are
a
you gonna
believer
do?
in Cloud, and then I kind of realized too late. I was like, wait, this character's actually just fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
And I did beat his Cloud, and our set at EBS that he won was better play lost. So what do you-
So what do you want?
should have been 3-0.
Hey man.
Hey, then I'd be fucking pretty high. Being 3 on Jura, that's pretty good.
Wait, why are you worried about us?
Oh my! Get the fuck out of my face!
No, why are you worried? I wasn't sure why you're worried, and I can't rewind the stream.
Oh,
You can just tell me now.
I like forgot already.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Who cares? Okay, we've got 9 players left. boys.
Hey, are you
Miss-
getting Uber Eats?
I'm getting Uber Eats.
Dude, Anthony, can we get Uber Eats as well? I was like feeding.
No, we have to finish this. We've got 9 players left.
No, but like, can we just? All right.
No, but order now, and then when it's finished,
Exactly,
you fucking
exactly.
go.
That's.
All right.
I'll get. Oh wait, group Uber Eats. Oh my god.
What do we
Hey
think?
guys, if you use
Code-
Promo code Dumb4Real.
Dumb4Real.
you get 14% discount. 14 for the PR.
Mr.
You
Music.
can use.
Mr.
Yeah,
Music.
you can use discount Connor Kincaid number 16 for 16%.
Actually, everyone should use Connor's code then.
That's cool, man.
No, you should use Whistle's code, dude. 40% off.
Chop for the poor.
Anyway.
Mr. Music. Best season of his life. Except for static losses.
So far.
So far, that's so true.
Yeah.
So
Do you
this
reckon
is-
he can go even higher?
So-
I think
so
he
like-
can.
for sure.
Like,
What
For
was
sure.
Was there a debate that Zav could have been higher
well,
on the PR panel?
So the main debate was actually Zav Jura.
Okay.
We were like, man, Jura's BAM week was actually.
Nuts.
This is what I was getting into before.
Yep.
So we were like, oh, Jura's BAM week is actually so crazy good. Really proved himself. But I was like, I think Zav's entire season is better. So I kind of don't want to stiff him too hard. Low key, the positives about his like resume are better than Inzi and Beats.
Yeah, that's what I put
But-
in 7 for my list.
Yeah,
because
he actually chopped everyone a dub,
yeah.
and yeah, wildly inconsistent. Kind of in the same camp as Tom, whereas like if you counteract his playstyle, which is like not interacting right, he'll like struggle.
Yeah,
Um,
Zav kind of feels eternally like not eternally, but like his whole thing has always been omega high highs, low lows.
Yeah,
The season is just like increased, but then I think his middle gap has fattened up.
yeah.
Like,
The,
it's
the low lows aren't as like crazy as they were.
they're still pretty bad compared. Like if you look at him being ninth now,
But
they're
Jury's
still
also
pretty
chop some lows as well, right? Like,
but this is like Nerpner and
but
like Aiden.
Yeah.
okay.
That is
Everyone gets
pretty
one.
bad.
Yeah.
No offense to them,
No.
right? But like,
No, with Zav, it's like everyone gets 18, dude.
Okay.
but yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
And the thing with Inzi is that his all his records were like bad. I can't recall properly, but I don't think he's positive with a single person on the PR. Flo. Oh, he might be even with Flo, to be honest.
Surely he's positive, like, against Ernest, right?
I think it
Yeah.
is Ernest. Yeah. I think Ernest is the only positive record he has.
that's crazy.
Well,
Zav and
What do
Izzy are both positive on me.
but he has the. Okay. Well, I wasn't talking about Zav's records. Zav's records are fine.
Oh,
It's insane.
Inzi's records are bad, and he also has third, fourth at Rambats. So like, you're ticking off all the boxes. You're consistent. You're getting wins. You're just losing to them as well. Like you're even or negative. So it's not even like you have negative records with everybody, but you have wins on like everybody but like gods, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Which is like
So-
fine to just.
Yeah,
Well,
but he's
Flo
a
win-win.
Flo says
Win-win.
he's
Win-win. He has-
positive. He's
Sorry?
positive on Flow.
6-0 with Flo. There you go. So I knew it was a
6-0.
Flo win. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And Pat's thing was we basically looked at last season, right? And we were like, oh, Pat does top 3 at like basically every single monthly.
Yeah.
What was his rank last season? Sorry.
5th.
Oh, okay.
But he was like negative as everybody, right? So it's like kind of like Inzi. But we were like, well, why are we punishing Pat for being like, why are we putting Pat like 9th when his season is probably more well rounded than last time?
That's so
As-
okay. So Pat being 7th is the strangest thing because I know for a fact that Nick was a big proponent of like I think Pat is like massively overseeded for Also, by the way, just a segment, Connor, you need to like ban or like install mods.
Don't worry, I
For-
have mods for this.
Okay. Anyways, back to Pat. Nick was talking about BAM seeding and was like, "Oh, Pat is like massively overseeded and like he should not be this high and stuff like that." And so I thought the whole PR mentality towards Pat was that he would be like ninth and stuff.
Well,
Or,
the thing about seeding and like stuff like that is that when you set up seeding lists and you start doing it, you don't go into the process of like making a 40. So I couldn't tell you 3 weeks ago what Pat's matchup spread is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I go into like obviously there's obvious ones, right? Like you're like, oh yeah, Pat, like he's like fucking can't beat Ernest and he can't beat Zav. But like you're like, oh well, he's beaten Bin and he's beaten Jono.
Hello? Yep.
The fuck? Anyway. He's beaten Bin and he's beaten Jono and he's beaten like all these other players. So you're like, yeah, he's pretty good. And then you're like, oh, he's fifth on the last PR. He's getting all these placings at monthlies. It's hard to, like if you just looked at the season and you didn't look at any stats, there is no way you will tell me that NZ is negative as everybody. Because how's that even possible when you're that good?
Yeah.
And you perform that well. It's so weird. And I've never seen, besides Pat last season, I had never seen anything like that before. Where you like get all these placings and you're like super consistent. But why are you negative as everybody? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I still can't even really explain it. I think it's like you upset someone and then you lose to a player better than you and then you lose to them again and loses.
Yeah.
And now you're 1-1 even though you've gotten the upset.
But you still have to pay the upset.
And you've gotten third, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's super weird.
Dude, he's just left again.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
What a guy.
No, it's so.
So-
Yeah, that 7 through 10 is just so like.
Well,
And the thing is, and we even said it when we were discussing it too,
Yeah.
right? Like, you could put Pat 10th and Jura 7th,
and
and-
it makes sense.
the people will eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people. Yeah.
And no one will fucking deny anything. And, yeah.
And it's just typed in chat.
Yeah, I had Zav 7th, and then I remember talking to Bick. He thought Inzi should be probably 7th. It's like, well,
Yeah.
everyone legit has a different 7th placer. Yeah.
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 So we had this discussion. I think this might be a good time to bring this up now. Because heading into top 6, I feel like that's where it's kind of not gapped per se, but like top 6, right? Like it's been formed again.
The five gods plus.
So a question was thrown out there, which it hasn't really been done before besides like Jura. Do you reckon heading into the next season beyond that we'll see a consistent cracking of that top 5/6 now? So like someone like Zav, who is clearly on the up for, I'd say, a good while and probably is continuing to go up. Like, what if he just becomes like a permanent 4th member? Or like Jura makes it back. Maybe Ernest has a freak run. You know what I'm
It's so
saying?
impossible. It's so impossible to read, but I still think the thing I said before is pretty true. I think this was also off camera, but we were talking about at Rye how we were like having the conversation. Oh, how I don't think the top 10 can really be cracked. And that was a top 10 without tricks and with me in there.
Which if you just move out Zav, like that's
So, and the way I explained it was that you add tricks, Jura changes characters, you take
Kami-
2 tournament.
yeah.
Well, Kami was always a weird one. But I think he could come back and be top 10, like obviously.
Mhm.
And I said, you remove 2 tournaments of mine, and I'm top 10 as well. So it's like, I think last season was super weird because it was the first season back, and they're always weird. But I think things have kind of returned to normal. And even with all the halfway through the season, it was like, oh, the new age, or Ernest, Zav, Anthony, Flo, like all these players are starting to like win tournaments and top 3. But like at the end of the day, you look at the matchups and the 20 wins and the records, and look what we have, right? Even after all this talk, it's 5 gods, it's tricks, then it's beat Inzi, and then it's all the players that we were hyping up.
so it's still that same.
Even after all that, it's the same,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And really, the only thing that's lost its normality is me being the slow. Really. So, yeah,
Nice.
weird stuff. But I think, look, if anyone can crack it, I think it's like,
It'd be Zav.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Zav's the correct top 6.
Yeah, I mean, Zav's
No,
Jura.
it's Dura. It's actually probably because I think Dura right now is probably like Dura right now is I reckon is
Well,
better than anyone in this category. He
He's-
just had a
he's
work
on
week this
such a
season.
path with like
Yeah.
3 characters. As soon as he just finds that out, like, dude, he's gonna be so good. Like, oh man, I can't wait. Actually, it's just
crackable.
it's got me so excited. Like, oh, dude. But yeah,
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's crazy. I'm so sick of watching these two play each other, but like, it's just going to come down to like Jonathan and Nick fighting each other anyway. So it doesn't even matter. So who cares, right?
and Tricks, right?
That's all.
Piece of tricks,
I
yeah.
mean, whatever, dude. Like, it's Bam just came down to these 3 fighting each other.
Yeah.
Even after legitimately 2 years of build up.
It's the same.
And like all these new players and all these, it's just these 3 fuckers again, dude.
They're too good.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked. Yeah. So,
But yeah,
Seb.
I mean, yeah, we touched briefly on these 6, but like, I think the main difference, like Seb outplays Bradley and did better at like,
Bit of Bam.
he did better at BAM and he did better at the Super Sod Suites.
He
But
got-
Bradley basically
second.
did better at everything else and also has a monthly win.
Yeah.
Which the only other people to have that is Jono Shrix and Bin. Yes, I
Nick
think
doesn't
that's
have
the
a monthly
stat.
win.
No.
Damn.
So yeah,
Makes sense. And their head-to-heads would have been like great across the board anyway. Like, I think Seb's copped a few more bad losses.
yeah. Seb. The funniest part is that Seb before,
Before like Bam, right?
yeah, exactly before BAM week, it was like, he was lower than 6th. Obviously, he was like in this like Jura Ernest category.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But in
a
the
monthly win
professional,
on this, but it's still a monthly win, right? And like,
you gotta pay.
When it-
You gotta pay.
when it, yeah, you got to give it up. And like, it was like in this like Jura.
Oh my gosh, Ernest
Oh my
Lamb.
God.
Come on, Ernest. So,
Dude, Ernest.
a monthly win on this, but turn your phone. Oh no, it's gonna fucking loop, dude.
You gotta pay.
Oh
Hey,
my
turn your
God.
phone off, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
Bro,
guys.
turn your phone off.
Oh, sorry.
You've actually
Alright.
completely ruined the stream.
What happened? No, we're good. It was actually a poo. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
No.
Anyways, back to the match.
We're just talking about Bradley and Seb. But I thought it was pretty clear Bradley was going to be 5th because Bradley doesn't really have. I mean, drowning a monthly is like, come on, like.
Yeah, it's pretty
At,
hard.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
6th place, drowning a monthly, like.
Bradley was like,
Hey, we all have one.
I didn't do one.
Bradley actually like played Samus for like 3 weeks, and then he was actually doing pretty well, and then just like didn't really go to anything till like BAM.
And week.
So everyone forgot about him, and they were like, "Oh well, we don't even really know what to do, with Bradley, where to put him." And then he came back and like played Warrior, and I mean, obviously, if Bradley tries and plays his main, then he's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
So
Always
that
has
combined
been.
with like his Samus 3 weeks was actually like not even like it was good. Like won a monthly with Samus. Like what do you want?
The Samus is still good.
Yeah, and Jura was still playing Joker at that time too. So he beat Jura's Joker with the Samus
Mm-hmm.
and beat Beat as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that monthly at the time, like you can say like, oh, he won a monthly over 7th and 10th,
Nah.
but
It
really
wasn't that at
it
the
was
time.
beat 5th and Jura 3rd with the Joker that got him 3rd.
Yeah.
And that's what he won the Samus monthly with. So,
Top 8 everything at BAM week. That is insane, actually.
Really?
You don't think so?
Oh my god. I get maybe he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Bradley
pretty good.
got second at that at the pre-ban pixel as well.
Yeah.
And top 8 Bam, of course. Dude, that losers run, man.
Did he get second? I thought he got fourth.
At what?
Well,
Pre-ban pixel.
No, he lost to Strix.
No.
That's it.
True. No, yeah, true. Yeah,
Anyway,
Dude,
pretty good.
the
I
losers
felt like 5
run
and 6 pretty clear.
at Bam for 7th. The only one to stop him was Jono. Man,
All right,
Nick.
Nick.
this is where we get the elite people.
Dude,
Probably
why
start
does
now.
Wolf look so cool? He looks like Malekith.
Could Nick have climbed? Wait, Nick won Bam. Could he have got higher?
I mean, probably, right?
Like if he just
I
beat
mean,
Jono that one,
probably.
yeah.
I'm so happy that like Jono or like one of Jono Shrix won Bam because
This would have thrown a wrench.
How fucked
it
would
makes
that
it
be?
so much harder.
How
Like
fucked would
low
that be?
key, Bin wins Bam. He's probably first here.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
Probably,
I think,
right?
so if Nick won Bam, could he have gone second or
Nah, he would have been
was before he
third.
beat the cap?
If Nick won Bam,
Let's just say he just
probably
beat Jono.
double-
and
double
nothing
than
changes.
Jono.
it's probably
Yeah.
Shrix. It's probably Shrix Nick, right? Shrix Nick Jono Bin, probably right.
Really?
My head.
No, the same run would happen. It's just that Nick beat Jono in grands. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the same thing.
But why
Yeah.
would Trix be above?
Because then Jono doesn't have.
Because Nick
the
doesn't.
Bam.
Oh
have,
yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen. So the thing is that Jono Shrix and Bin's matchups are just better than everyone else's.
Yep.
But Jono's matchups are actually ridiculous. Besides Bin, it's like 2-9 with Bin, and then like 6 wins on everyone else. Actually, just like 6-1 or 6-0 or whatever on literally everybody else. So
Pretty fucked.
if anyone else, let's say even Bradley won Bam, right? You probably chop him higher, but like, unless Jono and Bin were the only ones with a good enough overall resume to win Bam and make it over Shrix getting top 2 at every tournament he attended up until Bam.
That's insane.
And so the thing with Strix's matchups is that he would lose to someone in winners. So he would lose to the 2 losses are he lost to Jura and then he lost to me.
yeah.
But he would always get the run back and he would always make it back to grands. In both those instances.
He won.
And he was 2-4 versus Jono.
Yeah.
He won a monthly over him. And then he won the other monthly where he didn't have to run into Jono because Jono lost to Jura and Bin. And what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Shrix. I mean, this season was so close, and yeah, I'm thankful that I was bin to win at Bam, but
It was so doable as well.
yeah, dude. I'm very glad from a rankings perspective that Jono or Shrix won because that makes it a lot easier.
Well, was it still hard ranking Trix and Jono? Because I feel like with Strix one, then it was super easy.
Oh yeah, this
Jono-
could have gone
because
either way still, right?
some people had Trix first still.
Yeah, and it was still close, but
Bam is too much. Obviously.
well, yeah,
But,
it's just like a super monthly.
2-9 against Bin is insane though. Like
The thing actually that made it easier for me was beating Bin at Bam to win the tournament. Because you had to, so you've just beaten everybody. And low-key going into losers earlier made it way more convincing. Because you lose a game 5 last hit set against Seb. Then you go on this massive fuck off losers run. You beat all the VIC players. You get the run back on Seb. You beat the guy who's currently first. Then you win your worst matchup. And then you beat Nick. Like low key, what Jono's probably thinking in that moment at Bam is, I've done all the hard work already. Nick's the easy part. Low key. The hard work is beating the guy who beat you already, beating the best player in your state at that time, and winning your like 1-9 matchup.
yeah.
Like when he got to Grands, he was probably like, okay, now we just got to play it out and do it. And to be fair, Nick got really close.
Yeah, we went game 5, set 1.
It was the first set was game 5, and game 4 he was fucking crawling that back.
Yeah.
It was really
I thought it was
scary.
great game 5 again. Yeah.
It
Well,
was
yeah, Nick
pretty
almost
spooky.
like the reason Nick lost that last game is because he let it reset to neutral, and Nick's on like 140, so he gets breathed on by Young Link and he dies. So that's the reason he lost. But yeah,
It's fucked because Jono was so close from just getting sevens, not sevens, but like getting double
Yeah.
eliminated by Seb. It
By
was
Seb.
game
Yeah,
3
yeah.
was like a pixel.
Yeah.
the thing is, and I told him this at the time because I was like, we're at the after party, and I was like, I doubted you for a second, but I was a believer after like a while. And he's like, oh, what, when I was losing to Seb? And I was like, no, actually, you got your ass kicked so hard the first 2 games versus Seb. I said there's no possible way that he can get 3-0'd because he is way too good to go out like that. So even if he did lose game 3, it wasn't gonna be a fucking 3 stock or 2 stock like the first 2 games were, because the
Yeah.
first 2 games just weren't fucking close whatsoever. And that's exactly
it was-
what it was, right? Like game
It
3
was
was
so
like,
freaky, dude.
Yeah.
It was like Seb kind of just like let go of the limiter.
yeah.
It was
Actually,
so
yeah.
weird.
And then game 3 was super, super, super close. And so even if Jono won that, lost that, it would have been like, well, obviously it wasn't going to be.
If John had lost to Seb, would he have been 3rd in the PR? Like, let's just say, I don't know.
No
Strix wins.
way. He'd
But the
be
thing
second.
is, so if
It matters
Jono,
if Nick wins.
if Jono gets 5th,
Oh, Nick,
then
yeah, what if
who's
John
winning,
gets 5th?
who's winning BAM? Like you have to go through so many scenarios
Yeah.
because the other 3 players are
Seb
so close.
wins BAM.
Like Nick Strix was
Wins
also
BAM.
Nick Strix was also game 5 last hit.
yeah.
Hey, Strix Poppet was also game
Yeah.
5 last
That was a
hit.
comeback.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's so many scenarios. Exactly. I'm saying like what one match scenarios making like what butterfly effects.
Oh, I didn't order my Uber
Okay.
Eats.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither.
shit. I need to get on that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was super cool. I mean, there hasn't been a season like this since Smash 4, really, where like 4 spots are up for grabs based off like one massive tournament.
Yeah. And then next season, we'll have multiple majors as well, right? We got Phantom into...
We have Phantom,
Oh, no, it's just Phantom. Fuck. Really? What?
TFC, mate.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna win that one,
Hey,
mate.
Does Big Cheese not count to next season?
No,
That's-
well,
that's
that's
October.
October. That's the
Dude,
season
that
after.
is. It almost doesn't make it into the season after, dude. It's the end
July.
of October.
What, so
August.
3...
September.
June, you've just forgotten a month, but that's fine. We can't
Oh,
Well,
be-
it
true.
goes June to September, and then September to December, right?
Dude, I
When
didn't realize that
September-
September was in fucking winter, dude. That's so crazy. Because it's the winter split. I
Yeah,
really
no,
made
it's
it
not now.
super.
Yeah.
I made it super easy for
They're all
everyone to
fans facing,
understand.
but I just don't look at the seasons.
That's fine, but Connor is literally obsessed.
I
with
thought it
them,
was
so-
in thirds, but that's okay. That's cool, man. Look. That's... Oh, the last thing I wanted to ask you, since we're all fiending the Uber Eats, is, you mentioned how you go back... I don't know if you don't want to answer this, that's also fine, right? But you mentioned how you go back and forth last minute before the release, and this time around, well, you couldn't
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
What changes hit you that you wanted to make that you couldn't make? And
Okay.
is this something you want to make publicly as well? Because someone will be like,
I'm fine with it because at the end of the day, this is the list and nothing's changing.
"Yep,
Because there are times I look back on other 40s, even when I release them after, and a week later, I'm like, oh, actually, I think that's probably wrong. Or this is swapped. So this is fine. So yeah, I said last night that I was kind of struggling with dealing with the fact that I had to finalize this list so early, because normally what happens is that it's a graphic. It's this graphic. I'm looking at it, and that's it, right? But I had to do so much more other stuff because I wanted to make it big for the 10th one.
Pardon me.
So I had a video, and I had each individual post, and then I had this, and I had the PR. So I had to finalize early because I have to get all this content done. So I finalized it on like Monday,
yeah,
basically. I haven't touched the list since Monday, and then I did everything I think I messaged Tuesday night. I said I've gone crazy and I've actually finished everything, and it's all done. I'm not going to worry about it. But those shifts at Macca's are long, man, and you start thinking about like different things, and you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I probably would have changed a few things. So my one is IB to Harris. I think if I were to change it, I would put Harris 30, IB 31st, Pickens 32nd. I think Ignis would be above Slash and maybe Gerge. I think Cookie Zach would be above Scobo.
Yeah,
I think Tom would be above Saber. And I think Thin Man would be above Saber as well. So I think Saber would be 21st. And Thin Man would be 20th.
Interesting.
Other than that, I think I'm pretty content with it all. But yeah. Basically, my logic is that I think Thin Man has had Saber's season, except you add Bam.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the same season.
Getting a beat win and a.
I mean, Saber's wins are more impressive, but like
yeah,
you have more consistent placings over more tournaments.
tournaments.
But it's like 2 good sunshines and then an average sunshine is basically the idea.
Mhm.
And I think I would have chopped Tom over both of them because I think attending so much and also keeping. It's like you're obviously less consistent than these two, but like who knows if these two are as consistent if they go to as many tournaments as Tom does, right? Like that's you got to give it up when you go to that many tournaments, and yeah,
3 versus 25, yeah.
And
That's
I
insane,
think,
yeah.
I think I. See, even just thinking about it now, maybe I would just shop Harris over Pickens, and IB would be 30th.
It's so close. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't really matter.
yeah.
Oh, and I would probably chop Cookie Zach over Scobo.
Yeah.
But that might be one where I look at it for like 5 minutes and I'm like, actually, no, just stick with it. Because if you look at it for too long, you start like mind fucking yourself. I think that'd probably be it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Real quick.
Kind of concludes our discussion of the 40. If
Boom,
anyone
boom, boom,
who
boom.
is sticking around in chat somehow has any questions, please shoot away and we'll answer them. So,
I mean, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna wait for our Ubers, anyways.
Anthony, what do you want?
Oh, you could chop the episode now, like when we cut like publish it onto YouTube.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thoughts on
Stop recording.
the future of
wait.
unranked players?
No, we'll leave this in.
Okay. Yeah.
Unranked
Oh yeah.
players?
Next.
I think Head Jabs will be on the 40 next season.
Next season.
Yeah.
Not next season.
Yeah,
Nah, not
next season's the season, baby. He's
Why
like
do
going
you
to
think
be
that?
low 30s. I think he's about to cross something. Like, he's going to make the jump. Like,
No offense, but I think you're just saying that.
no.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I think those honorable mentions. I think people like Moth Coats.
I feel like he doesn't. I feel like he's improving, but he can't make the leap from unranked to 40. He has to make the leap from unranked to HM.
I mean, okay, so
At
Matt
least.
Bap
And-
will probably be top 20 next season.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
no. I think Matt Bab is gonna make
Yeah.
40, not top 20.
Really?
Nah, I think he can do it.
Did you
Look
watch
at how
Sedwick?
stacked. Look at
No,
how
yeah.
stacked this top 20 is.
Yeah, he can do it.
I think he's
No,
above.
I don't.
Lockman.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he can.
If Malakoff attends enough, he will
PR.
crack PR.
Yeah.
Shane will be top 20 because he's not gonna have COVID.
Any hidden bosses you will think will explode next season?
So if he attends enough, is a top 30 player. Like,
Yeah, I reckon any of the Wi-Fi fellas, like one of them will pop off. And
Like who?
like
Hidden.
Scarborough, Wash, Cookie Zach, yeah. Like any three.
The boss is
already,
just
uh,
Malakoff and like inactive people.
I think. Fuck.
I don't shout. I reckon
Oh,
JD
please,
might.
no.
JD might make the 40.
Jade.
Yeah. JD. Yeah. Was it Jade or JD?
Jade.
Yeah.
Right?
He might make top 40.
Sorry. From JML, it's just
Trent.
Dragosevic back on the 40, dude.
Trent.
Trent and maybe Jonas.
Yeah,
but
I can
that's
see
it.
Jonas on the 40 for sure.
I don't think Jonas can make the 40. but I think he has potential to be like a quote unquote hidden boss. Like he can beat people, but he's not making 40.
I think Whistle will PR if he tries.
Oh, Whistle will go up if he comes and plays Wii Fit Trainer.
Yes. I don't think Whistle. Oh, actually, probably yeah. Whistle has potential to make low NPR.
That's about it, probably.
Jonker.
It'll be mostly shuffling happening, I reckon. And
Minty
play-
Minty 8.
Oh, he's
I forgot about Minty 8. How did Minty 8 not make HMs?
because he probably
Not
just
inactive, right?
Or he even if he was active, I don't think he does enough.
Yeah, beats Flo. Oh my god, Flo, dude.
Flo's chopped.
Yeah.
How did Flo get 12?
Dude, what the fuck, Dean? Dean, you've stooged me, you cunt.
Stooch me as well.
Yeah, Flo's 14th, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
redo the list. Flo's 14th.
That's hype.
I'm changing it.
So hype. Yeah, that's
Flo
another
even
one.
beat you?
That's another one of your regrets then. Flo
Yeah,
goes down.
no, it's not sticking up for myself, dude. What the fuck?
You just kind of accepted it. Yeah, I had a bad season.
I was just like, oh yeah, boys, I drowned at the Rambo, whatever.
Oh man.
So I think the Leshy message from Elliot was like outlining the number of characters in the 40. So we have like 4 Robs.
That was from ages.
So we got 4 Robs and we got
And
3
all of
Cloud
them-
in top 20.
Dude, all the
Which is-
Robs are from top 16, top 26 onwards, which is insane.
Yeah, and we got 3 Clouds in top 20. So that's I hate that because like
And
I
Mick
can't be that
15.
character.
Dude,
Well, he's never coming. So
Pepper Hands.
He's actually he's proper Dunzo.
Proper done.
yeah, we got 2.
Why?
He doesn't even play Wi-Fi anymore. I'm pretty sure.
We got 2 Falcos in PR. That's like.
Nice.
Oh well,
Nice.
I'm playing
Pikachu.
Diddy tomorrow,
Oh,
You are playing Diddy tomorrow? Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then I want to strike. So, not to only talk about myself, but like my
Oh,
thing
go
with
ahead.
characters right now is that I obviously had this freak out with Diddy, and I still think it's true to an extent. I think he's like super can die like really early, and then your just game's fucked because actually playing Diddy when you're ahead is like freelo, and playing from behind is like
impossible.
Oh no, I think he's got more explosiveness than like what's it like even like Palutena.
Nah,
How am I
man.
supposed to make a comeback?
nah, man.
Have you
like
have you watched me versus Luma?
All you both just like they're both top tier characters. Like whatever.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I think Diddy
it sucks, but like it sucks for everyone else as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
I think Diddy has to take it in stride so much more because his damage output is like. Besides, if you get a grounded banana toss at 0, okay, the dude's taking 75%. But other than this, you have to like take your damage in strides because it's like the Lucina thing, where you're like, oh, down throw up is fucking 19%, like take it. Whereas like, obviously top tiers have a way of outputting like crazy amounts of damage if you get a few reads. But really, and the difference between Diddy and Lucina is actually like. So Diddy and Lucina both have to like take their punches and like, hit an aerial and then read a jump and then hit another aerial and they do like 10% at a time. But Lucina has better edge guarding and also F smash is crazy and also aerials kill earlier. So I think it's a bit less so than that. Diddy, like, unless you're hitting like grounded bananas, which no one is getting hit by if you're like any good, really. Then it's a struggle to kill, man. And you can get like some early edge guards with like Z drop stuff, but like anyway, the point is that I had this freak out with Diddy and like I was doing so much better with Falco because I feel more comfortable and I think it requires you to be less clean more often. Whereas like Did he have to be clean like 95% of the time? Whereas with Falco, like if you hit your bread and butters and your combos, like then you're good to go. Because the character is so much more simple.
Yes.
I think for you that works
What do you mean?
because I kind of know what you're talking about. I think you're kind of a very like I'ma just read you neutral over and over and get my damage that way, which makes it so that Falco is really good for you, especially for combat factors, because when you win in neutral, it's hard, but like your damage is so good. So
Yeah,
it's
it's so
fine, right? But
it's
then
so
with Diddy,
explosive.
with Diddy,
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
like
do it over
your
and
neutral,
over and
your
over and
neutral is
over.
really good, but you do it over and over and over.
Yeah.
But I feel like the thing that you hate is that you have to do it so often, but then and so your damage, you don't get those huge pulls of 70%. But that is a stylistic thing as well because you don't exploit Diddy Kong's like ledge trapping setups and stuff as much as you could. I think you can get so much damage.
The
from
thing
just,
is,
from just putting people in certain situations where Diddy can set up with banana and it's like ridiculously.
my main freak out was that it's like the classic Diddy thing, right? Like I have to work so hard and I'm dying super early. But actually, not even a joke. Every time I played Diddy in the last 2 months, whether it was like a bad matchup or that's who I normally play against or whatever, I would actually just die at 0. And it was a different way every time. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm getting hit off stage and barreling. I'm like killing myself. Actually, finding new creative ways to kill myself at 0 or get edge guarded. Like, everyone is just fucking Meister when they're playing against me or something because they're just actually going off stage relentless, E-samming out, fucking going to the blast zone, killing me at 0. And I watched Jix a bit, like when they were here, and I was like, okay, you're like, obviously I don't give enough respect when recovering with Diddy.
He does the fox high.
He loves going high, and they also love going super low and monkey flipping and basically being under the stage when you're recovering.
Did you see Tweak play at Momocon?
Yes, also I'm labbing that as we speak.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking because I was like,
that's so broken.
Like,
dude, he did it on
Chef is such an impossible.
He did it on FD. There's a game he did it on like FD or Town on one of these long ass fucking stages, and I was like, "You're crazy. There is no way you can do what you're about to do." And he did it, and I was like, "Dude."
To answer the chat, basically Tweak was playing Meister, right, and other characters, but he would be hanging on ledge, and then he actually just go charge barrels and go on the other side of the ledge to avoid the ledge trap setup, and it's so fast that they can't reach you in time. Another thing,
I'm doing this with Pikachu as well, because Fried Rice was doing it to Nick, where he would just like side B under the stage.
Oh my god!
Thunder to reset,
up B,
and you could actually just pick where you want it to go.
Oh, that's actually a Smash 4 thing. It's been a thing for ages, and it's like so broken.
Like you're just like avoiding getting ledge trapped.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing with the Diddy barrel stuff. But anyway, I want to avoid playing Falco because I think, well, I'm not going to say it makes me a worse player, but it lets me rely too heavily on like.
I think you are relying on people freaking out against you.
I low-key turn into like this Zav P9 archetype where like if you have a playstyle that like counteracts it like I will lose to you.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I get really good with like characters like Diddy and Pikachu, like I'll be more consistent overall. And that was a problem at BAM. Like I ran into
Lucas,
a Terry. And well, I did play Diddy. I did say like I'm just gonna play Diddy into this, and I did die at 0. For anyone asking,
how do you die at 0?
I did my bullshit where I went to the ledge after taking a stock, and I went to do ledge hop banana toss, and I got clipped by a Terry neutral B, and I just plummeted.
No offense, but that's just not a Diddy thing. That's just like.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just I'm finding creative ways to like kill myself at 0.
That sucks. You suck. And
do you know why? I died at 0 actually.
Why?
Do you want to actually? I'll tell you.
Did you sneeze?
No, I did. I went to the ledge at 0, and Ernest, what are one of the 2 options that I'm gonna do when I go to the ledge at 0, as a avid do-on reader?
Monkey flip or neutral?
And Connor knows as well. When you
banana toss.
So you did the banana toss, but what is the other one? What is a classic do-on? You go to the ledge at 0.
Neutral get up.
And then you roll on, mate, because it's so easy.
Okay.
It's so bullshit.
All right.
And the only person in the country, actually, that punished me for it is Ernest.
What?
And so, yes, legit. See, you don't even know you're reading it. That's so annoying, dude.
I don't remember our games, man. All I remember is you do, like, neutral get up roll. and I'm like,
That's a
okay,
classic.
Well, that's because of Arrow. That's a whole nother story.
that's sorry, man. It's golden ratio, dude.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's Arrow, dude.
It's true, dude.
No, I neutral get up against Arrow because he tries to F tilt with Pyra, and then he'll do a fair.
It's
so you
so
roll in.
yeah, very good.
And I was actually playing against dude. Okay, this is a funny story. I don't know if we're still recording, but
We
I'm
are.
gonna speak it anyway. So I was
You
fighting
need to speed
Sandman.
this up, by the way. But
Speed
yeah.
what up? I'm
We're
just
nearly
talking
at
now,
3 hour limit.
No, because there's some other questions that are really good.
Dude, I'm ready to go Uber Eats, bro. I don't know about you.
Where's it going? Like, it's not here yet.
Anyway, I was playing against Sandman's Aegis, and like someone was, I think Zev was commentating, and I do neutral get up, and he F tilts, misses, then does a fair, because that's what every Aegis does. So I roll in, and Zev was like, "Dude, that was actually the best roll I've ever seen in my life," and I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" It came to me in a vision.
I hate that so much.
Anyway, Diddy.
Pyra's using F tilt in that spot are like the stupidest things in the world. That move is not designed for
Anthony?
that. No, he doesn't do that.
I don't do, well.
F tilt
I
at
don't
ledge, yeah.
No, not anymore.
do- well,
Yes!
I
Yeah.
don't realize I'm not only ledge trap. Yeah, you should do. Yeah, I can do it sometimes.
No, it's
but
so
I'll
dumb. It's so stupid.
No, you
like,
can do it sometimes. Sometimes I will hit it. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
not-
it doesn't matter if you hit it sometimes. You know the move actually just lasts for one frame.
Yeah, I know that. I'm
It's
just that, I'm
you're
just
not
that
you're
good.
not no you're stupid. Like
Sometimes I'm that
just
good.
don't use that move. Use F tilt to hit something else. Hit the anti-air, hit the
No,
jump. Don't hit the neutral get up.
okay, no, if you.
That's
no,
why
I do-
F tilt is better at hitting neutral get up because it lasts for 2 frames.
No, if I'm really confident that they're going to neutral get up at this timing, no, not even timing, just they're just going to neutral get up, I'm like very confident actually hitting it.
Okay.
It's one frame, right?
One frame, yeah.
No. Okay, so it no. It lasts for 2 frames, but the first frame is too
The first
high.
frame does not hit. Yes, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's something you can do, right? It's not like.
Sure.
I mean, I'm experimenting more with doing like myth, like literally actually Mithra more often because she's got she's got a lot.
That's why Cosmos never goes for the F tilt and he goes for down smash. But anyways, just to ask Scobo's question from earlier, will you ever extend it back to a 50 showcase?
Nah, probably not.
Why not?
Why not?
You need to earn it.
I don't think it's gonna get stacked to the point where they're actually like
50.
where it's like someone's been left off a HM where they are like low key a national threat.
Was that a point earlier?
No, that's what I was saying. I think it was way too easy to make the showcase like year 1 of Ultimate. And now it is ridiculously difficult. By the way, I'll add that for all the players on here. Besides all the new Wi-Fi players from like the last 6 months, it's return, and it's new for all the Wi-Fi players. There is no new blood here, like basically at all. Besides the players that popped up from last lockdown.
It's crazy.
It is so hard to get on this
when
thing,
you said
actually.
national threat on the 40, because that's actually kind of low-key true.
Yeah,
Because you look at
Bamboozler.
McCart
Yeah,
beat
dude.
Maple. Whistle is he shouldn't be there, right?
Yeah.
But like Easy Cole is like he
Oh, beat
basically
Baked Goods.
could have beat Baked
He
Goods.
should have beat Baked Goods. Let's
He
throw that one
could've
out there.
beat- No, he could have.
Nah, he should have.
One frame.
One frame.
One frame
boys.
from what?
Didn't you see
down
the Twitter
smash beat
thing?
him.
The down smash
The
was
down
one
smash.
frame off of hitting.
1 frame off.
Whatever. Actually, like whatever, dude.
Dude, Anthony hits those. It's 1 frame.
Everyone has had a
one
one.
frames.
Everyone's had a 1 frame moment. You know, I'll just say that if you look hard enough, you will find a 1 frame moment in like probably 1 in 5 games. Anyways, like Slash could probably do really well and stuff like that. So yeah, like that's actually true. So yeah, it's really hard, I guess. And I think if you extend it to 50, then there'll be a really awkward leniency gap between like.
I mean,
40
just
and,
straight up,
45.
like not to shit on people like who aren't on this, but like this looks really stacked. But there is a fucking considerable drop off after these HMs. Like who is next? It's like Pisky, right? And Pisky's probably pretty good. And that's a bit of a stiff. Like that's a snub, really. Like Pisky's probably a top 40 player.
Well, skill wise, yes, but results
Yeah.
is other.
And then you got to account for all the inactives, like.
Well, okay, but the inactives stay
Inactives don't
inactive.
count. Yeah.
The inactives will stay inactive. These are the same players on every single inactive list.
what the
I'm just trying to think
polyrhythms, the
who's like.
Z-bands.
I'm trying to think. Like,
Would you say
who is another player? I'm like,
Gravity
Yeah, I could see Gravity doing it.
as like the next?
It's like
he'd be the
Pisky
next,
Slim
right?
Boy.
Slim Boy. Yeah,
Slim Boy,
I think
yeah.
Slim Boy. Yeah,
Oh,
Slim Boy got a flow win as well.
Oh my god!
This is so bullshit. This is so fucked up, dude. Higher Maiden did beat the Hawaiian PR players. Higher Maiden is unironically PR'd in Hawaii.
What?
He got like third at their weekly or something,
Fourth,
When is this?
like 3 weeks ago.
when he went to Hawaii.
It was like just before Bam. Yeah.
Yeah, just before BAM.
That's crazy. Hawaii?
Yeah,
Loki, Higher Maiden is probably
I thought Hawaii's good.
45 to 50.
Yeah, high Maiden's probably 45, 50.
but
Yeah.
if inactives, because these inactives would come to stuff.
This is
honestly.
bullying at this point. That's crazy, dude.
All right.
The craziest part, Flo, I'll say this on stream, is that you were always, for like 2 years, you were the guy who like never lost to anyone below him, but was like 0-40 versus like people above him. And you finally started winning tournaments and beating good players, and now you've actually just chop lost to like
Everyone.
literally everybody. So
So
it's the price you have to play, man.
Yeah.
You've become Zav.
All right. I'm making a authority decision here. We are ending because I'm hungry as fuck.
That's fair enough. I
What
think,
what
like,
is streaming going to change?
Dude, my food's here in 2 minutes, dude. I don't know what you're
Yep.
talking
All
about.
right.
Is your food here in 2 minutes, Connor?
I haven't ordered yet. I would like to. Because
Then
I need,
order now.
I need to
Just
discuss it
order
with
while-
Anthony, so we like order at the same time. It's fucking.
You can discuss it here.
Fuck off. All right, we're ending. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, sure.
Thank
so I need
you
to take a break anyway.
for
Bye.
listening to the Dumb4Real podcast.
All right, enjoy.
We'll see you guys
everyone.
soon. Oh, I need to.
See you tomorrow.
I'll start recording. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
I will not be here tomorrow.
I might be there
What?
tomorrow.
Well, Jason, you better be there tomorrow.
Okay.
You're the one that's sick, mate. You better be there tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
You're the
I
one
will be
that-
there. I will be there tomorrow.